Hello. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. What's up, y'all? How you doing? What's up, Skyer? Simply Adele. Thank you for being here exactly on time. I appreciate y'all. Even though, hey, thank you, Simply Adele, for the resub.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, how you doing, y'all? Yeah, my bad. I just want to walk, dude. I want to walk, dude. I almost died. It's 105 right now, and what's it called? Out in Phoenix. So I want to walk right now. I have to do cardio from the gym, and dude, I'm just like, I was drenched in sweat. I was like, I had to take a shower. But yeah, what's up, Video? What's up, Skyer? Good to see you, Zaku. Always in the room. What up, dude? Mashing A, dude. Yeah, it is gross outside, dude. For real, it is. How y'all doing? How's your what's it called? How is your what's today? Sunday. How's your Sunday going? My bad. It's so hot. I'm like trying to cool down still. I just got out of the shower. I'm already sweating, and I'm like, oh. So yeah. But chilling. Glad to hear you're chilling. Always in the room. What's it called? Yeah, I named the stream title "Donuts and Documentaries" because Zaku, I think last stream mentioned there's a documentary called "God Also Loves Donuts," and it's like a 10-minute short film on YouTube. It's actually really good. It's more sweet. It's not like you like learn a bunch, but it's just a super sweet inside look at like being a Cambodian immigrant in LA and like owning a donut shop business and like raising a family around it, and kind of like some of the sacrifices you have to make to give your kids a better life by trying to run like a donut shop. That makes sense. But there's like the little like really cute moments that are like, oh. In my next life, I'm gonna be I don't know. I feel like in my next life, that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to run a donut shop in my next life. That or like a water store, dude. I want to own like a local small business, something that'd be super sick. Because low key, my favorite job was Dunkin' Donuts. Not gonna lie. I mean, this job's better, but Dunkin' Donuts, honestly, close second. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But Sumadeo says, been doing all right. Tuesday was a really good day because of some friends and the girlfriend. Hey, Wednesday was half and half because I fixed and added something else to fix my laptop. The rest of the week was pretty chill. Sick. That's what's up, dude. What did you and your girlfriend and your friends do on Tuesday? Sounds like a pretty good day. I gotta put on my shoelace belt activities, dude. Or my pants fall on stream. That would be crazy. I'm sorry, I texted your message. Yeah, no going outside is what's it called? That makes sense. Always in the room. I think, I don't know, I was talking a big game of like, I think I'm still gonna go on walks, but it's 120. I don't know if I am, dude. I don't know if I am. I was like drenched in sweat by taking like a 10-minute walk during 105. I mean, I don't know if I can do 15 more degrees. But hi, William, how you doing? Good to see you. William says, well, you know, God's gonna have Krispy Kreme stores in heaven. Oh yeah, dude. Definitely. They're gonna be so good. But yes, also William, I think I know your Monster Kingdom rewards shipped. I think they might be coming in tomorrow. So then I'll get it in the mail for you by Tuesday. Everything you ordered. I owe you some stuff. But thanks for stopping by. How you doing, William? How's your Sunday going? Let me see. Yes, it's shipped. It is. Let's see. Oh. But yeah, it's shipped for sure. Yeah, I'll let you know, William. Well, always in the room says, I'm hoping to play Species Unknown soon. Have you seen it? I have not. Google it right now. Species Unknown. I want to watch a little trailer real quick. I love people making video game stuff all the time, but sometimes I'm like trying to see like a 10-second trailer, and it's just like everyone reacting to something. I'm like, bro, I just want to see what the game is. Okay, what kind of game is this? Oh, this looks pretty cool. It looks like Dead Space. Except co-op. Oh, literally. I watched the trailer, I was in the room, moved my eyes slightly to right, and it said 1 to 4 players co-op survival horror. Yeah, there you go. It's like Dead Space. Hell yeah. Yeah, William. Real quick, I'll reply to you, William. I appreciate you looking out for me. But some video says, my friends came back to Destiny, so I ended up staying up late, playing like we did in the past, and generally just talking to my girlfriend. It was a wholesome moment on top of wholesome moments. Oh, some video. I'm so glad to hear. Like, if I may, dude, I was telling you. Because Tuesday, yeah, wasn't that was the day that I was saying it was going to be a really good day. So you got, yeah, it worked for Simply Adeo. The stars work. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear, dude. Yeah, that's super sick. And William says, son, you gotta do something with the black t-shirt thing. That's all you wear, get colorful. Yeah, William. I appreciate you looking out for me. What's it called? And real quick, Skyer, what up, dude? Good to see you again. How you doing? How's your Sunday, Skyer? Yeah, William, the reason why I keep wearing this almost exact same shirt is because, here, I'll show you. I will show you. So I used to run a show, William, in downtown LA, and I lost enough weight where I could fit, like, pretty much, what am I trying to say? I ordered a bunch of shirts, and I sold a bunch of them, but I had a bunch of left over, but only in medium, and people tend to wear larges, but I lost enough weight where now, like, William, look, I have, look how many of the same shirt I have from leftover from the show I used to run. So that's why I wear the same shirt every day. Because I'm like, why buy more shirts when I have like 10 of the same, you know what I mean? So it's more of a trying to save money thing than it is a fashion thing. Yeah. But also they make me look good. You know, I look kind of like, I've been going to the gym a lot. They fit me really well. So yeah. But Always in the Room says, yep, people compared to Alien Isolation 2. And Skyers, okay, sick, hell yeah. I don't think I played Alien Isolation. But yeah. But that's sick. Yeah, I honestly always I can't do horror games either. Like, I can't watch horror movies, those are really bad for me, but horror games is like even worse. Because then I'm like actually immersed. Oh dude. I can't handle it. I get too scared. But that's sick though. I wish I was more into horror. I just can't do it. This guy says, good just playing Blasphemous. I don't know, what is Blasphemous? Yeah, y'all are putting me on to all the games right now, hell yeah. Get this up before I grab all my stuff. Oh, that's the, I've seen this. I've seen this. Hell yeah, heck yeah, that's what's up. Isn't this like a Metroidvania, kinda? Yeah, I know you like Metroidvanias too. I've seen this before, heck yeah. That's sick, Skyer. How is it so far? All the reviews say it's really good. Ooh. But somebody else says, yes, I watched the VOD back too, and the quote you guys referenced from the Boondocks is my inspiration. Ironically, oh, heck yeah. Dude, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, that quote from Boondocks is like, honestly, to live by. For real to live by. And thanks for watching the VOD. But yeah, dude, it's funny. Okay, you feel me? Because I was saying last stream that like, it was probably going to be something like nurturing or like, you know, like to your point, wholesome. That's cool, dude. I'm so glad to hear you had a good day. No. And Always in the Room says, got a closet like Doug Funny. Well, yeah. At this point, I feel like I'm an Ed, Edd n Eddy character because I wear the same thing every single day. You know what I mean? I'm living like a Cartoon Network universe because at this point, it's always green pants and black shirt. So yeah. Green pants, black shirt. Call me Mr. Green Pants, black shirt. Like a Super Hot Fire reference. I don't know. But somebody does just remember to take a picture to show them off whenever someone in person questions. Oh yeah, no, true. I probably should, yeah. Because next time, I'm sure at some point one of my friends will be like, "Hey man, do you have other clothes? Are you washing your clothes, bro?" I probably should take a picture. Well, if anything, I'll just send them this VOD now, and I'll be like, "Look at this YouTube video. I'll be showing off every single shirt." That's funny. But Always in the Room says it was very much a horror game. Yeah, the Alien Isolation. Yeah, exactly. And Skyer says, Blasphemous is pretty coochie. Heck yeah, that's what's up. Waylon, dude, good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? Oh, I forgot to pull up all the different chats. Almost forgot. How you doing, Waylon? It's been a little bit. How you doing? Anything new? And William says, I like Boondocks myself. Yeah, Boondocks it's awesome. It's kind of funny how like, I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, I feel like they would be like, the show would be so good right now with everything going on in the world, but when we needed the most, he vanished. So yeah. But all right, cool. Let me get some CDs out because we're gonna be making some CDs first. And we have like, I think since Thursday, so I guess Friday, Saturday, and now today, we have about like 35 orders to pack. We've been doing really good, thankfully. I think everyone, I think after the Memorial Day weekend, everyone was like, all right, cool. Time to get some, actually 40 orders. Well, as of right now, 39. So yeah, we got a lot going on tonight. And always BRB, gonna take the garbage out? Heck yeah, dude, for sure. All right. So one of my this is super random, but do y'all ever get Instagram Reels in other languages? Like whenever you're scrolling? I don't know what it says about me, but sometimes I'll like for real get Instagram Reels in Spanish. I can't speak Spanish, but like Instagram is convinced that I can speak Spanish. Like I know just enough. What's it called? Oh. I know just enough to like kind of understand what they're saying. But yeah. William says, oh, well, so this is sweet. Yeah. William says Boondocks kind of has like a racist feel from black people unknown people. Yeah, if you ever watch interviews with Aaron McGrudger, it was kind of a commentary on how the media presents black people, keeping it real. Because they would like comment on things like BET was owned by a white person, like Black Entertainment Television, and it was kind of like a commentary on that. On like we don't control our own image, and it was like a satire on like the fact that black people don't control their own image. It is. I mean, like to your point, William, if you just watch it like without that context, it can feel like super like out of place and like, man, this is terrible. But that's the point. Is it's supposed to kind of make you feel like, oh, this is gross, because everything that does happen is gross. You know what I mean? So it's like actually how people are portrayed, but just like turned up to 11. But Simply Dale says, well, not reels in different languages, but I get tweets in different languages now. Oh, huh. Are they like auto-translated? Because I noticed that like a lot of tech apps are like trying to like auto-translate stuff to like get people to engage more with the algorithm. So yeah. Because there's been a couple times where I'll get like Instagram Reels from India, and they'll like for real like AI change their mouth and what they're saying to be in English, and it's like super trippy. And like, cause yeah, and I'll be honest, sometimes it takes me a little bit to be like, wait a minute, the mouth looks like they like photoshopped it, but it's speaking English. It's really trippy. And William says, I never knew that. Interesting. Yeah, William, it was kind of it's really like, yeah, what I said. Yeah. But that being said, yeah, it's kind of like one of those shows that like, I don't know. I feel like it's another reason why they kind of stopped though, because I think similar to like when I'm not a fan of him these days because of his views on certain things, but Dave Chappelle kind of like stepped away from the Chappelle Show. He quoted that what's it called? At a certain point, he was like, I don't think people get that I'm making fun of people who think these, you know what I mean? So yeah, like I think people were losing the joke, so he stopped doing it. But Voidstrap, dude, what up? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? And Zaku says, we talked about this on stream before. That's weird. The Boondocks thing, Zaku? Also, oh yeah, no, it's not till Monday. Never mind. But yeah, what are the Boondocks thing, Zaku? And Simply Dale says, yeah, there was a period when it was all Japanese tweets auto-translated for everyone. Oh, and created the wholesome back and forth for us. Yes, I saw that on, yeah, I think we did talk about that too. Simply Dale, like on a separate topic. But yeah, that was super cool. I saw that when like, American people could be like, yo, Japan anime is so cool, and it was all auto-translated, and Japan was like, yo, King of the Hill slaps. It was hella funny. But Zaku says the AI mouth. Okay, yeah, we did talk about that. I remember now. Yeah, we did. But yeah, but as much as AI is whack, I am kind of excited to see like, I don't know, I feel like it'll be. We talked about it before, but I guess we can say it again. But Avoidrum real quick says, floating along, how was your day, dude? It's going good. I started a little late because, dude, it's like 103 outside, and I went to the gym, literally a 20-minute walk, and I was drenched in sweat from just a 20-minute walk. So I had to take a shower before I started streaming. So I was like, I'll just take a walk, and if I have to stream and take a shower after, it'll be like that. But I was so drenched, I was like, there's no way. But I'm good. I ate my overnight oats this morning. I've been eating lots of overnight oats. I kind of got a recipe that I really like, so I can't complain, dude, to be honest with you. Thanks for asking. But I don't know, one person, I don't know, but I guess super random, but back when I was still an engineer, low-key, like, engineering has always been, like, computer engineering has always been kind of split between Chinese and American engineers, just because, like, we can't speak English. So, like, China has its own crazy sick, like, open source community that we could never tap into because we can't read the documentation how to use it because it's all Chinese. You know what I mean? And then out here, they couldn't use our stuff because it's all in English, so they couldn't read the documentation unless someone translated it for them. So I'm excited to see, you know what I mean, if, like, you know, I'm not pro AI, but I'm excited to see if that one ends up being actually beneficial to people. To be able to, like, I don't know, I want to talk to a dude from like India. I want to be like, yo, what's up? What's poppin', playa? What do you think about this? You know what I mean? What propaganda they feeding you? You know what I mean? What's our propaganda? Like, let's have our propaganda off. Who's what they telling you that they're not telling us? You know what I mean? I don't know. But Boysham says, it's brutal here in Virginia too. Our roommate eats overnight oats too. Hey, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, honestly, it's like really sick. You just make it the night before, and like, dude, the macros in my overnight oats is like hella good. Like, I'll make like a big bowl of it. It's like 500 calories. It'll have like about 30 grams of protein, hella fiber. Can't really beat that, dude. And I found out you can get frozen fruit, and because it like sits in the fridge overnight, surrounded in like liquid, the fruit will thaw overnight. So you can essentially just buy frozen blueberries, and then, you know what I mean, you don't have to like cut them up fresh or anything. You just do it all at once, and it's like hella good. So yeah, would recommend, dude. Overnight oats is kind of a good hack. But how we feeling about the? I know all you East Coasters, dude. How y'all feeling about the Knicks winning the oh my god, almost a World Series, NBA Finals, the championship? Too many sports. And Voidstrom says, I've been trying to eat more clean, so expensive. Yeah, it can be. I mean, keeping it real, Voidstrom, yes. That's the thing, I don't know, when it comes to food stuff, like, I would love to be, actually, well, see, the deeper you get into it, the cheaper it gets. Because, like, I was going to say, like, I've kind of wanted to be vegan for a while, but vegan food's expensive. But if you talk to someone like Zaku, they know all the hacks to, like, live the lifestyle without spending, like, $1 billion every day. And I think once you start, Voidstrom, like, just always keep an eye out to make things cheaper. Like, so at this point, I'm just, like, optimizing for chicken breast and, like, oats. And, like, finding the cheapest protein powder. And I'm not spending that much more money, I'll be honest. Like, of course, it's going to be more expensive than eating just, like, rice and potatoes 24/7. But I don't feel like most people eat just rice and potatoes. So, yeah. Like, I think eating clean is possible. It's just, yeah. It just takes a while to, like, really find out the budgets. Like, how to, yeah. You definitely got to sit down and, yeah. Always in the room says, that's kind of what happened with Chinese Twitter. Redbook was popping off, and TikTok was pulled from the US. China was sharing all the propaganda with us. Yeah, exactly. Always in the room. Vice versa. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they don't want us to come together. They're afraid. They're afraid. So, yeah, so I'm excited when I see more technology of us, what's it called? And, but yeah, so I'm excited for us to, I don't know, I want us to, what is the song? We Are the World? You know what I mean? I don't know. Michael Jackson song. But Simple says, for the Knicks, honestly good for them. It took them 53 years to secure their win. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always love it when like a franchise that's, you know, kind of been like the underdog for a long time gets to win. So I was super stoked to see the Knicks win. Yeah, and I was like kind of praying for New York, dude, because I was like, dude, you honestly saw the videos where it's like, if the Knicks win, we're burning down the city. And I was like, as soon as I saw the win, I was like, oh, well, there goes New York City, man. It was nice while it lasted. But Malik Vade says, dude, I'm so sad Oliver's gone, bro. Yeah, I saw that earlier. That's RIP to Oliver Tree, man. It's super sad. Especially in like a helicopter accident. You gotta hit up these helicopter people and be like, yo, man, y'all need to go back to school, man. We lost Kobe because of a helicopter. Lost Oliver Tree to a helicopter, man. We gotta ban helicopters or something. But yeah, that's super sad. That's a super huge bummer. It's also been crazy too that, like, I don't know if you've been seeing this, but because Instagram is like, oh, everyone's talking about Oliver Tree right now. Let's just like share all the Oliver Tree stuff. It's like wild that you know, all this stuff is popping up now. It's like, Instagram, no, I don't think you understand. Like, this isn't like a Oliver Tree's going viral right now moment. Like, this is, you know, I don't know. Like, I saw like 5 Oliver Tree reels before this. But I mean, it's also kind of beautiful though, because it's like celebrating their legacy. But they just passed, so it's like, I don't know. And I don't know, it's just they're 32, so I'm like, damn, dude, like, you're like 2 years older than me. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's super ridiculously young. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, RIP, dude. But William says, you hear Trump cutting a deal? Let's leave the door open. We get a nuke. The agreement said it made a couple hours ago. I haven't, William. Before this, I was walking, but I keep up with the news, so I'll watch it probably after the stream. There's my favorite YouTube channel is called TLDR News because they're based out of Britain, so I like to hear get news from outside the US to see their perspective on our stuff. Just because I feel like then it's a little less biased. But again, who knows? Maybe I'm sure somebody's paying them from the US to do their YouTube channel. But I'll look into it afterwards, William, because I do keep up with the news for sure. I wouldn't know what to say because I haven't read the story yet. But thanks for keeping me in the loop. I appreciate it. But Boytram says, "Oh, word, that makes you feel less discouraged. My 30s caught up with me so quick." Yeah, no, dude, I feel yeah, dude, no, for real. Thinking about it, thinking back to it, all my adults in my life are once you hit they said once you hit 25, I think they said is when your body starts breaking down. At 25, I feel great. When you hit 30, that it's just almost like a snap, and your body's nah, I'm good now. That was it. Because yeah, that's when all my stomach stuff started happening. Right at 29, 30, my body was okay, yeah, there's no more. You got to sleep now. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I feel you, Voitstrom. Same. And Sibley says, and yeah, that accident claimed another artist. I know, dude. I know. It's super sad. And Always in the Room says for the Instagram Alder Tree stuff that they're short staffed, someone's profiting off of that. Yeah. That's the thing too, is that I don't know. It is really weird. I don't know. To your point, because Instagram's running ads because he's going viral right now for not a reason you'd want to profit from. I don't know, man. It's crazy. But Sibley Dale says New York actually survived the Knicks winning. I know, right? Saw a vid from a guy that showed all the streets clean. Yeah, that's the thing about New York. That's wild. That there's kind of like a wild hive mind thing going on. But I'll tell you a story right now, Sibley Dale. But let me real quick say hi to Wano. Wano, what's up, dude? Saw you a few years ago in LA. Crazy set. Had mad fun traveling from the Dominican Republic. I saw a Future Funk party there. I had to go. Hey, dude, thank you for stopping by. Do you remember the name of it, Wano? Was it Yoi Toki or was it Crystal Nostalgia, by any chance, if you were in LA? And Boys in the Room says, hydrate. William says, 50 point with the breakdown point for my body. Hey, well, hopefully things will get worse for me then when I hit 50. Hopefully I get to stay 30 once I hit 50. I don't know. But who is it? Hey, how you doing? How's your Tuesday? Or, oh my God, Sunday? Who is it? And one says it was Crystal Nostalgia. Dude, that was, hey, fun. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Yeah, that was my show that I ran. Dude, thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad that you just happened to see it and you popped up. And I'm glad you had a good time, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, I used to organize and run that show by myself with me and some friends. It was a good time. And who was this? Melting? Yeah, same. It's 100 and I think it's 100. It was 105 earlier. Now it's 102. Who is it? So I feel you on the melting. I'm actually sweating right now. You can't see it, but yeah. But Sibadale, real quick, was talking about how New York cleaned up all the streets after the Knicks win. Yeah, so one of my homies that they're from Michigan, but we went to college together in Long Beach, LA. And the thing that he said was one of his big culture shock moments for New York is that if you're walking too slow, someone will get in your face and be like, yo, walk faster. What are you doing? You dumb dude. Get your stuff together. What are you doing? But so people are quick to just call you out on your bullshit in New York, nonstop. Or if you're being dumb, they'll just go at you. But the thing on the opposite end is that he was what's it called? My buddy had a wheelchair for a while, and he ended up getting clipped on the subway to get into the train, and he fell out of his chair forward. And he said literally everyone got up in the train, picked him up, put him back in his chair, and was like, yo, dog, okay, you good? You need help? Bro, I got a dog. You want my dog? I got $1 billion. You want $1 million, bro? I got you. Don't worry. Just let me know. So it's really ironic that and the argument he made was LA is really nice, but we're not kind. And New York, they're not nice, but they're very kind. So something yo, we're gonna destroy the city, but then we're gonna come together and just clean it up because we love our city. That would never happen in LA. In LA, the Dodgers win and we blow it up. They'd be like, well, that's someone else's problem. You know what I mean? And New York is the exact opposite. It's crazy. But yeah. But Wano says, I had some of your songs on Spotify and already followed you on Instagram. And when I saw you were there, it was crazy. LA was by far my favorite city that I visited. People told me they were rude, but it was the opposite. Definitely going back this year. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that yeah, people in LA can be we're really nice for sure. Like people, we like to show love, especially because it's a city of angels. You know what I mean? So I know I was just talking about like that kindness versus niceness, but LA definitely is like they're like, hey, how you doing? Like, you know, it's very creative energy. So yeah, there's pros and cons to both. But I'm glad to hear you had a good time in LA and it's your favorite city you ever visited. I mean, I love it, dude. That's where I'm from, dude. So I can't, even though sometimes I'd be saying this and that, like it's home. So yeah. And I'm glad to hear you already like knew my stuff before you saw the show and stuff. That was crazy, dude. Thank you. I want to thanks for letting me know. Thanks for stopping by, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that we got to see each other IRL. And who's in the room says 109 was our high, 106 where I'm now at in Phoenix. Yeah. I mean, same. I'm like over here at Mesa. And who is it says 105 for me 2 days ago. South is not built for this heat. Whoa, in the South? That means it's a humid 105. That's crazy. Who is it? That's not okay. That's not okay. I'm sorry to hear. And yeah, is it more humid? Who is it, or is it more of a dry heat for you as well? And Bortram says, New York is love, scary love, Lamau. Yeah, no, it is. Dude, it really is. And people out there really ride or die for each other, which I respect a lot, dude, honestly. But I know it's not for me, though. Like, I don't know, time moves too fast out there, dude. I'd be like, just feel my life slipping away. If that makes sense. But Simply Dale says, man, with that energy and their new mayor, I'd love to move over there, but the prices are crazy to live. Yeah, they really are. I used to get into like little debates all the time when I was living in the Silicon Valley of like which was more expensive, the Silicon Valley or, oh my god, or the New York, because they would be pretty neck and neck, like home pricing wise. But I think New York tends to be more expensive, because at least in Silicon Valley, your apartment like isn't like just filled with rats and like the ceiling's caving in. You know what I mean? But yeah, and they like for real sell actual shoe boxes for you to live out of out there, which is crazy. Like for real, live in somebody's closet. But the thing is, though, is that one thing about New York too that I've kind of recognized is like the reason why people are okay living in such like interesting situations out there is because dude, you're never home if you live in New York. So I remember I'd have all my New York coworkers when I was working at Google, and they'd be like, what do you guys do for fun? And one of them just looked me dead in the eyes and was just like, I live in New York. I was like, what? That didn't answer my question. I don't understand. But then the more time I spent out there, the more I was like, oh, like you step outside and that's your hobby. Like just being outside, like some adventure is just going to befall you if you live in New York. Like I'm going to go downstairs to get a pizza. And it's like 10 hours later, you're like hanging out somewhere crazy with this guy you just met. That's telling you like everything about his life in the universe. You know what I mean? Yeah, New York's a crazy city. So like what you're really paying for in the rent is like whatever hobby you would have out in LA is like, you don't have hobbies. You just live in New York. It's weird. It's different. Who is it says, there was no rain for a week, and I'm the psycho for wearing a jacket in said heat. I have many reasons. Oh, I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, who is it? I like go on walks, and I'm usually wearing like all black in my workout clothes. So I'm like, people must be looking at me like, why are you wearing all black? It's 107, like you're crazy. So yeah, no, I feel you on that. But yeah. Yeah, living in New York. But yeah, I don't know if I ever would. I don't know. I was thinking about oh my god, thinking about it a lot lately. Because low key, I live in Phoenix right now, but my lease ends, next year in February. But I'm like, other than like a few friends, I don't really have like a big reason to be in Phoenix right now anymore, other than just like the fact that it's cheaper. So I'm like, been debating like, do I want to move next year? I kind of have to figure it out. But if I were to move, it has to be somewhere even cheaper. So I'm like, do I want to move just like middle of nowhere? Because then what would I do? You know what I mean? As long as I have USPS, I should be all right. Because my whole job just depends on the, what's it called? Postal system. Well, Voisham says, I'm gonna head out. It was nice chilling for a bit. Enjoy your night, man. Hope it cools off in Arizona. Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Voisham. And yeah, thanks for chilling, dude. Enjoy your night as well. And dude, take it easy. And yes, hopefully it does. I think we are just kind of in the hot season. I think it's supposed to cool down. I think it was just like a heat wave week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's gonna start cooling down on No, it's not cooling down. Never mind. It'll be 100 on Sunday. So a week from now, it'll be 5 degrees less. That's good news. To say 5 degrees. But yeah. Also, did y'all see that Arizona? I don't know why, but I guess they did like an Arizona Hot Wheels collab. I've been getting ads on it, like literally like 10 ads a day just for the same Arizona Hot Wheels collab. It honestly looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess they're doing a giveaway of like a Mazda MX-5 Miata with like a big Arizona wrap on it. I'm like, dude, that's so sick. And they actually have like an Arizona green tea MX-5 Hot Wheel now. But I'm like, dang, dude. That goes so hard. What's crazy though is when I lived in Long Beach, there's actually somebody who had like a custom wrapped Miata that was all Arizona themed, Arizona green tea. And I was like, I have like a bunch of pictures of it on my phone. I used to go to like a gym near my house. Every time I'd see it, I'd be like, yo. Hey, who's this guy saw that sweet tea somehow? Exactly, yeah. But it's kind of interesting to watch Arizona become like a fashion brand almost. Like they just recognize like, yo, we got the aesthetics, dude. We're selling clothes now. Forget all this dollar sweet tea. Is anyone watching the World Cup? I'm not watching it, but I've been talking to lots of friends that are like, yo, the World Cup. William says, okay, I'm signing another email. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for joining from another email too. Some video says, oh dude, that's a collectible. I just looked it up. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll have to get one. How will, what's it called? Did it say how much it costs in video? Like just for the Arizona Hot Wheel by any chance? Because Hot Wheels tend to be like $2. I'd be down to spend $2 plus shipping on something. And then Quiz says, no, but I did see Germany, Brazil, another team. Oh yeah. What's the term of Brazil? Isn't it like you're up by like 1 billion points or something when you get Braziled? Because I remember it was like a particular game. And then William says, I hate the World Cup. It was ruined the city of Atlanta. I mean, I didn't know it was in Atlanta. But yeah, whenever like those big events, like William, what's it called? William, the Olympics coming to LA, I think next year or the year after. And it's, dude, William, LA is about to be the traffic. People are not even ready for the traffic that's going to be in LA during the Olympics. It's going to be absolute gridlock. It is going to ruin the city of LA, let me tell you. But somebody else says for the Arizona Hot Wheels on eBay, you can get them for $16.99 because the Arizona website's sold out. Dang. But they found one for $6. All right, yeah, I might check eBay after this then. I'd be down to grab one. $6 for like $10 total. Hanging up on the wall over here. That'd be cool. William says the Olympics came to Atlanta in '96. Yeah, I remember watching videos about that. How the Olympics was in Atlanta back then. Also, isn't the city of Atlanta like kind of just organized a little funny, where it's like the whole city is surrounded by like one giant like circle freeway? So like it's the more deep inside of Atlanta you have to go, like it just takes forever to get anywhere because they like designed the freeway system out there really weird. Just something like that. And Kuza says, best way to describe it, Germany scored 7-1 when going against Brazil. So ever since that event, whenever a team scores higher than the team with 1 point, it's called getting Braziled. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Wizard. I appreciate the... Heck yeah. Appreciate the explanation. Except I think my old roommate in college had told it to me once, but I forgot. That's funny. But hey, that's tragic though. 7-1, that's crazy. What are they feeding them? But William says, if you want to live cheap, move out here to rural Georgia. That's what I've been thinking, but at the same time, I don't know if I could handle living rural. But at the same time, like, I would save a lot of money. So I'll think about it. I gotta figure it out next year. Hello. So I also want to be somewhere where I can like just drive a U-Haul or something. So I have a lot of stuff. I gotta get rid of stuff. But really, I do have a lot of stuff, but it's also mostly just merch. Keeping it real, a lot of it's like the business has a lot of stuff. So I sell a lot of stuff. But yeah, thank you for the recommendation, William. What else happened? I tried to get my cat to do something funny again, but they wouldn't. I think I mentioned that last time. All right, what else are we talking about? What days are it today? Yeah, really since Tuesday, I've just been chilling for the most part. Hung out with a friend, and that was really cool. Wednesday, yeah, I've just been going to the gym and hang out with friends really for the most part. So it's been a good old time. But Galaxy says, bro, you inspired me. I'm gonna stream myself writing music regularly. Heck yeah, dude. Hope you, your family, your partner doing good. Keep fighting the good fight. Hey, dude, thank you. Yeah, you as well. And I'm glad to hear I could inspire you to do your own streaming. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, the only warning I'd give you, Galaxy, about doing music live, the reason why I don't do it live is because when you stream music live, you tend to want it to be a little bit more collaborative, because you want like not like necessarily like listen to everyone's input, but like definitely give people the chance to like give feedback as it's happening. So you should expect your music process to go a little slower. So you have to be okay with that. But if you're cool with that, then I say, hey, try it out, or at least try it out once. But yeah, just that's something I'd keep in mind, is that you're gonna have to somehow, incorporate chat into the music making process. If it helps. But I do also want to start streaming myself making music. I just haven't had the time. I'm so heads down on Monster Tape 1, dude. Everything is Monster Tape 1 right now. And Galaxy says, what I was thinking of doing is basically having two different switches. One switch that explicitly says I'm getting people and they can just observe what I'm writing and not going to interact with anybody. Another switch that turns on. It feels like I'm listening to what people have to say. Okay, yeah, man. That's the plan. Yeah, go for it. Sounds like you got a plan. Heck yeah. And plus, you used to stream already before, so you know what you're doing. Oh, man, that's yummy. But yeah, what's going on? You know what's funny is it's National New Mexico Day. Oh, Galaxy says, sort of a way to hold myself accountable. If anyone else is curious, they can hang out and vibe while I figure things out. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, I ran out of these. But yeah, I know some people have a lot easier time when they have someone there like watching, to your point, like to hold you accountable, and like a music making buddy. Does that make sense? And yeah, dude, that's sick. All right, well, I hope that works out for you, dude. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, speaking of moving, it's National New Mexico Day. What's super random is there used to be this website. I think it's called, I forgot what it was called, but it was like the whole goal of the website was like, hey, fill out this survey and I'll tell you where you should move. And every time I'd fill it out, I'd always be like, you should move to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I was like, that's so random. Why Albuquerque, New Mexico? So every time I see New Mexico, I'm always like, oh yeah, that one website that one time told me to move there. Now we're talking about moving. Just one state away, man. But I don't know what I would do in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That and actually I don't so many CDs out there either, surprisingly. Like I think it's New Mexico is actually like one of the lowest states. Like, I think I ship more CDs to Oklahoma than I do New Mexico. so nobody would know me out there. They'd be like, huh? But apparently it's supposed to be a really good artist city. Has anyone ever been to Albuquerque, New Mexico? By any chance? I know they got hella good green chili food though. It's like what they specialize in. They got like green chili hamburgers and stuff, which are so dank, dude. Whataburger out here has like a Hatch green chili hamburger. Green chilies are hella dank. Y'all never had it. But I had to stop going to Whataburger though, because like every burger is like 1,000 calories. I'm like, damn, dude, just for the burger. But it's also National Strawberry Shortcake Day. Anyone had a strawberry shortcake lately? But strawberry shortcake is hella good. I'm trying to think of the last time I had one. I think last time I had one was like from a random grocery store, like one of those little like plastic containers. I like how moist strawberry shortcakes are. Who's this? Says I can't even have those. Oh no! Is it because of oh, because you're allergic to like all berries, right? Every berry. And so Badeo says, "Oh, I wish." Yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta ask Wawa to add them for you, dude. I know you said you like Wawas, dude. You're like, yo, Wawa, start stocking strawberry shortcakes for me, please. This guy wish there was a place that had nearby. Yes, guy, what kind of, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of places are near you for like desserts and stuff? So now you said you live in like the population in your city is a little bit older. Like, do they got more like, what do like old people like? You know what I mean? Old people like desserts though, don't they? No? Oh, grandma's always like, yo, here's some hard candy. We have like hella hard candy places, like C's Candies, I bet. So you could probably get a cream smoothie of one for sure. Okay, sick, heck yeah. I haven't had a smoothie in a while either. I need more. Nothing, actually. Oh, okay, I was tripping. That's what's up, that's what's up. But it's also Race Unity Day. This is random. How are y'all's friends groups? Oh, Sky says desserts. Does IHOP count? Other than that, mostly fast food stuff for Sonic or Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen ice cream kind of slaps, not gonna lie. And I never grew up with Sonic, even though I saw the ads all the time growing up. So I don't have like a soft spot for Sonic, unfortunately. Sonic to me tastes like drinking candy. But I feel like if I grew up with it, I'd be like, yo. Tomato says DQ is good. Yeah, dude. It really is. It's wild to me that like on the East Coast, Dairy Queen also does like hamburgers and stuff. People actually go to Dairy Queen, like, I'm gonna go there for lunch. Out where I'm from, like they only go there for the ice cream. This guy says the ice cream is the only good thing about Sonic. Their other stuff, it ranges from mid to trash. Yeah, I like the tater tots, but the tater tots are like they air fried them for you. You know what I mean? It tastes air fried. And who is this? Is it gonna be right back? I get myself an orange creamsicle that I bet my dad not to touch. Yeah, hell yeah, go for it. And Sky says their tots used to be good. Oh no. Yeah, the only time I ever had Sonic tater tots was like 2013. Over 13 years ago. Just felt my like wizard beard grow. Felt myself age as I said that, but yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if they used to be good. Because 13 years later, I can imagine they changed. Yeah, so last night I went to Del Taco with my buddy for skating. And funnily enough, some dude from Georgia, well, I didn't know at the time, but he just walked to our table and he was like, yo, man, what do you guys think of the food? And we were like, I don't know, man, like 5 out of 10, it's Del Taco. What do you expect? He was like, I give it like a 3. I was like, cool, man. He's like, I'm from Georgia. This is bullshit. I was like, yeah, man, like, You don't go to Del Taco for fine dining, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I'll catch you around. Take it easy. Like, we were nice to him, but it was just kind of like, it was kind of a silly moment. I was like, this is like the worst food I ever had in my life. I was like, hey, you know, man, like, it's Del Taco, man. Come on. It's cheap. Costs $2. But Julian says, good to see you, dude. How's your Tuesday, or how's your Sunday? He says, nah, the Sonic chili cheese dog and fries were so freaking good, in my opinion. I haven't had the chili cheese dog in forever. Was it Sonic the Hedgehog? Chili dogs. Sonic the Hedgehog like chili dogs. But yeah, next, if I ever go to Sonic again, Julian, I'll try them out. So I do have friends that go to Sonic, but I just haven't been in forever. It's also a World Blood Donor Day. Does anyone ever donate blood? Doesn't y'all do? I wish I could, but I get what's it called? Even when I just, you know, do my blood work at like a doctor's office, like I get super woozy. Like I can't stand up afterwards, or else I'll like faint. So I couldn't imagine giving like a lot of blood. I'd be like, oh, well, pepperonis. William says the original Del Taco back in the 70s and 80s had a killer steak and cheese burrito. Yeah, original Del Taco, I heard was like, that was that. All the way in, original Del Taco was in Barstow though, William. Did you ever live on the West Coast? Or have you always been in Georgia? And Julian says, I'm doing good. How's your Sunday going? It's going good, dude. You guys been hanging out? Went to the gym today. Got a workout in. Was sweating a bunch, but now I'm like feeling pretty good. But yeah, thanks for asking, Julian. And last time I had Sonic was over 10 years ago. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was telling Skyer, last time I had Sonic was 13 years ago. Skyer said that it used to be good. And to Skyr's point, a lot of like fast food places to save money have been like really, you know, making their ingredients worse, making like portion sizes smaller. So like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it has gotten way worse like over the years. It's like kind of fast food in general has gotten way worse. Somebody does says, nah, I never donated blood, but I do wonder about donating plasma too, since you can pay for it sometimes. Yeah, I had my little brother used to donate plasma. Oh my god, plasma. I had like a lot of friends that used to donate plasma. You can get paid for it, but I don't think it was like that much money. But like, yeah. But like, I don't know. I think you can like buy a video game with the amount of money they'll give you. But it wouldn't be like, oh shit, dude, like about to donate plasma is my full-time job. You know what I mean? I think there's also like a limit of how much you can do it. You know what I mean? So yeah. And William says the farthest west I've ever gone is Branson, Missouri. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because Del Taco started in Barstow, California, I want to say, William. Like that's like the original. Like the very first location ever. And I heard that they maintained the old same recipes from back then. So yeah, so it must have been like one of the first locations near you in Missouri or Georgia. But it has gotten way worse over time. Because again, now Jack in the Box owns Del Taco, which is kind of crazy too. Like Del Taco's not even owned by the original Del Taco people anymore. And who is this? This is back with my orange creamsicle. God, I love these things so much. Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been staying up so late I don't have time to eat ice cream. But I finally started eating my ice cream again, dude. As soon as I got back into it, I was like, yeah, I don't know why. I gotta start prioritizing this in my life. This is like the whole point of living life for me right now, is just to eat this ice cream once a day. Like, I've still watching interviews from that John Kiriakou guy. He's like one of my favorite like podcast people. And what's hella funny is he's like, yep. He's like, I think he's like, I'll say he's like in his 60s. He's like, yeah, dude, I wake up an hour early every day to play Angry Birds. So I played Angry Birds every day for 10 years for an hour a day. I'm trying to be like that. I don't know. I just like having habits, like fun habits. Did y'all ever watch it was like big back in the day, but Jiro Dreams of Sushi? Remember that Netflix documentary about the sushi chef guy? The thing I got out of that was that like, he was like, yeah, I live my life the exact same every single day because it's what helps me like perfect every single part of my day. So by the time I go make sushi, it's like, I've already had the perfect day and now I'm going to perfect the sushi I'm making, because I make it the exact same way, just slightly better at the exact process every single time. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. I respect the consistency and the commitment. Some people are like, yo, I play Angry Birds every day for 10 years. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, what else is going on? What's going on this week? Have y'all ever gone axe throwing before? You know, when they have like you go with all your friends and you like throw the axe at the bullseye? I've never done it myself. I've always wanted to go, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know if I want to be in a room full of people just throwing axes. Yeah, you know what I mean? That sounds scary. I like playing, what's it called? There's like an arcade game at round 1 where you can throw axes and it's like, they're all made out of plastic. But I think that's pretty cool. And Subido says, yeah, I went axe throwing once. It's pretty cool, just don't lose your grip. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's dangerous, man. Sounds kind of terrifying, low-key. Yeah, who's it says no because me and my friends are too unstable for. See, who is it saying? Me and my friends are too unstable for that as well. Like I could probably count on my hand how many friends I trust to go axe throwing with. I got a lot of friends too, so you know what I mean. How do y'all like escape rooms? Have y'all ever done that? I like escape rooms. But the thing is, I feel bad. I'm also afraid of escape rooms, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go to one, I'm like, they're like, do you have any questions? I'm like, is it scary? I'm that guy. And like the last one I went to, it's not even, so that's the thing, is that it's not supposed to be scary. But what's it called? The last one I did was like an Egypt theme one. And like the whole time we just played like little like ooh, ooh, like trying to make it like Egypt theme. And the whole time I was like, don't play this music, it's scary, dude. Because I'm just waiting, you know, and like whenever you unlock something, you'd be like, da-da-da! And I was like, man. I'm just in some like random commercial building in Arizona, like freaking out. It's the audio that scares me, I don't know. It's like, it wasn't scary at all, but I was still just on edge the entire time. Skyr says escape rooms have never really been my thing. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I could. Yeah, they are kind of a little goofy. You kind of have the right friends. Like you want to get friends that aren't too like. You kind of need particular friends. Like you need friends that, like, I hate to say it, that aren't dumb. Because you got to solve the puzzle together. But also wouldn't get too frustrated. They start yelling, and but also are going to take it somewhat serious. You know what I mean? They also can have fun while like trying to figure things out. It is kind of like a school group project. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of friends that I got that I wouldn't want to be on a group project with. William says, my friends would say that they didn't trust me for axe throwing because I used to make my own explosives from fireworks. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that yeah, sometimes, you know, naturally on that, William, sometimes they can, you know what I mean? I got some friends too that I, you know what I mean, wouldn't necessarily want to be around them with sharp objects, so I don't blame your friends, William. But Julian says, stay here watching dishes, but what you mentioned escape rooms, how to chime in. Hey, thank you, dude. I'm on a 13-game win stream, and they're so freaking fun. Some of them are 100% supposed to be, oh my god, 100% supposed to be scary. Yeah, whenever my friends have invited me, Julian, to go do escape rooms, I'm like, I'm down as long as it's not like a horror one. If it's like a scary horror one, I'm like, I can't do it. Like, you need a balance team for real. Yeah. So the last one, so I've only ever done escape room site. There was the Egypt one, and that one was really chill. But the other one I did was actually like a whole like theater kid, like was supposed to like hide behind the wall and like be the narrator and stuff. It was actually really, really sick in LA. But there's a part where he dresses up as a witch at the very end, and like it wasn't scary, it was supposed to be scary at all. But like we unlocked the final door, and he's supposed to like chase you as the witch out of like the cave. And I had like this heavy lamp, and I got so scared, I like rolled it back, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't real life, and I like let it go. I almost like killed the dude. because I got so scared, and I was like, not my. I was like, don't you dare hurt my friend! It's like Goku style. Because I got so immersed in it. And then I was like, I almost went to jail, dude. I almost got too scared, went to jail. This escape room. But I genuinely had to, like, my brain kicked in and was like, wait, this is fake. Don't kill the guy. Oh, dude, it was bad. But as Skyr says, friends in general are not fun to do alone. Yeah, you definitely need friends. This is, I'd go with my friends, but it could take a while. Yeah, because again, sometimes you need friends that are, you need some really smart friends. They all gotta be at least college educated or something. Julian says, homicide in escape room. Yeah, it's like one of those, those like things you do. Sometimes you're like, oh my god, why'd I say that? And like throughout the rest of your life, sometimes you go to bed and you're like, remember that one time I did that? And you're like, well, what was I thinking? That's one of mine. Sometimes I go to bed and I'm like, dude, I almost killed that guy at that escape room. What was I thinking? It's been like 5 years since then. So just like shake my head at myself. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I think I didn't, I think I played it off. Because the guy didn't flinch or anything. Thankfully. Thankfully he didn't realize I actually was like fully prepared to smack him in the head with a goddamn lantern. And I don't know what my excuse would have been like. You said it wasn't scary. You scared me. You know what I mean? Oh my god, dude. The cops would have been like, dude, no. But the Gratchmick says, Torch, what up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah. So do y'all have another one? Not sponsored. Have y'all ever been in Medieval Times? Are y'all medieval times people? I went for the first time on my last birthday. My buddy took me, and Medieval Times is ridiculously lit. That's another like thing to do with friends. Subito says, nah, what's that, dude? Okay. Medieval Times, dude? Julian says, yeah, dude. And Scratch Fix real quick says, appreciate your music, fam. Just your vibes. We love you. Hey, thank you, man. I send the love right back to you, dude. And thanks for appreciating my music and my vibes. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot. Heck yeah. But yeah, Subito. So, just Medieval Times. Essentially, it's like a Renaissance fair looking thing. But essentially, what they do is they hire a bunch of like pretty much after you graduate, you get your degree in theater from college. Most of the time, you end up getting a job at Medieval Times because what it is that they you go. It's literally a dinner and a show. Like just as the phrase goes, literally a dinner and a show where they feed you a bunch of Renaissance foods. So, they'll give you like a turkey leg, like tomato soup and stuff like that. And you sit down with all your friends, and then what's it called? They all they hire a bunch of theater kids to like dress up as like knights and stuff, and they like for real fight each other, and then they ride horses and joust and stuff. But they put like little sparks on the swords and stuff, so when they hit swords, it's like there's a bunch of sparks, and the horses run around, and they make each section have its own team. So you just talk shit with all your friends on for your team the entire time. You just yell. It's sick, dude. It's just hell yeah. This is what. Yeah, I mean, it's down a show, man. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a Disneyland experience almost. But yeah. But William says, I'm so claustrophobic. If you lock me in one of those escape rooms, there would be new doors in the place. Yeah. No, I feel like the William. You busting through, just kicking out doors. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I was ready, William. I almost had to break through a door with my lantern. It was also why'd you give me a heavy object? Dude, you guys didn't think that through. Whoever made the escape room. And Julian says, I'm from Orlando, Florida, and Medieval Times is a classic. Oh yeah, you guys have all the cool stuff out there in Orlando. Dude, Julian, as a kid, dude, they would show us Disney World and all the different theme park ads as kids to convince our parents to go to Orlando. Dude, y'all got every theme park ever. I bet they're all classics for you. And Zaka says, when's your album drop? I'm waiting for to hear that shit. Hey, in September, dude. Thanks for asking. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think the date is gonna be September 20-something. September 25th, I want to say. Yeah, I'm not sure if one comes out. I after the stream, I gotta pack all these orders, and I'm gonna submit all this stuff Monday, because I gotta pay the first half of the invoice, but it's all ready. I sent out an email to the Monster Kingdom about the vinyl I chose and stuff. It's gonna be super sick. He said, "Oh, gotcha." And Zaku says, "If you go to Pirates during Christmas time, they incorporate Santa Claus into the storyline." That's sick, dude. Heck yeah. That's it's like Medieval Times, but with pirates, right? I think it's called Pirates, but yeah. I know it's in Buena Park out in LA. And Zaku says, "I'm excited to hear that." Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah. Zaku says, "Yeah," for pirates. I need more of these. I know what I need. I don't have any more Radical Reptar discs. I think that's what showed up at the mail office. But sick. Oh shit, dude. Yesterday was National Chamoy Day, dude. I love chamoy. Isn't okay, so please correct me. I'm black, what do I know? But chamoy is like the sticky stuff they put on Mexican candy, right? Is that what chamoy is? Like, so whenever you eat like I'm trying to think of the candy. Right, it's like the red sticky stuff. It's like super sweet, kind of spicy. Anyone from LA would know? Any Mexican candy experts? What's super sick, speaking of Mexican candies, I don't know if y'all ever see it, but there's a lot of like places that'll like just get regular American candy and like add like Mexican spices to it. So like you can get like chamoy, if I'm not mistaken, chamoy are like Mexican candy gushers. They like get gushers and just like cover it in like Mexican candy sauce. It's so good, dude. I used to buy them from like this one small business. They ship it out to me all the time. I was like, hell yeah. Back when I had money still. Before I started selling free CDs. So yeah. Yeah, other than that, let's go. Oh my mouse. Did any of y'all ever have parents that played sports? My mom used to play softball. She would take me to her softball games. But sometimes I think about it as like, you know, they have like adult sports leagues. Like I had a friend that almost joined like an adult baseball league. That's pretty cool. Trip's a good way to get out of the house. But like thinking back about it, I'm like, how did my mom have the time to do softball? Like I'm so busy now as an adult. I'm like, there's no way I'd have time to be like, you know, let me just join an adult sports league. Did they have time back then in like the 90s to like do stuff like that? That's crazy. Oh my god. I mean, I guess I play shows, but no. But like the thing about a sports league is like you have to go to practice. You have to like go pretty regularly. So who says my mom did a lot of sports back in her day because of my grandma? There's a lot to list. Oh, that's cool. Your mom sounds super cool. Who is it? Listen to Prince all the time. Going to Prince's house, playing sports. That's pretty sick. And who's this? Heck yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, my mom just mostly did softball. Yeah, so growing up, I used to watch I forgot what it's called, but the World Cup of softball. They used to, like, my mom used to watch it every year. Okay. Oh, and it was a Philippines Independence Day on Friday. So, shouts out to the Philippines Independence. Yeah, it's crazy. If I'm not mistaken, isn't the history of the Philippines that it started off as like a Spanish colony, and then like America, I don't know, at some point America was like, yeah, we gonna manage this for now, and then eventually they were like, actually y'all are good. It's like, it was like interesting how they got kind of like the colony got passed over from country to country. William says Women's College World Series or adult softball thing. It might be the Women's College World Series, Williams, for softball that my mom used to watch. But yeah, well, she would like throw it on like a Sunday when it was on. She would just like put it on the TV and like go about her day. So I'd like stop and like play Pokemon Fire Red while it was on in the background and slightly pay attention. And who's it says, speaking of that, my mom brought back some of Prince's guitar picks. Oh, I'm scared to open them. That's so sick. Yeah, I'd be scared to open them too. That's crazy. That is wild. Yeah, I remember as a kid I got I think Darren Malakin from System of a Down. When I was a kid, I got one of their guitar picks signed. Because yeah, but I don't know what happened to it. I think eventually like I would actually use the pick because I was a kid. And then eventually like the signature wiped off and I was like, oh. Did you expect that to happen? Yeah, who's it like, no, how could you? I know, yeah. I was 12. So yeah. Man, Friday was also peanut butter cookie day. I've been thinking about making peanut butter cookies because low-key, I bought PB Fit. Sam's Club has it, and like it's just like dehydrated peanut butter. And honestly, it's been kind of like my go-to way to eat peanut butter now. Because like you just add it with a little bit of milk and you stir it up, and it's like pretty much got like watery peanut butter. And like peanut butter cookies are like hella high in protein, and they tend to be like lower calorie. And like you don't really need to even add sugar. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Peanut butter already has sugar in it, so if you could just like throw peanut butter globs in the air fryer, if I'm not mistaken, like it becomes a cookie. So then like, So I mean, Devoitrum, they're not here anymore, but to their point, like it's kind of hard to eat clean and stuff like that. But like there's little like recipes like that like you can kind of eat like a pretty clean diet. Just you have to, there's lots of hacks. You gotta know all the hacks to do it. All these fast food companies don't want you to. They want you to eat slop all day, so you like go out of your way to like figure out how to eat good. The man wants you to eat slop. But it was also falafel day, dude. I know how to make falafel. Falafel is so dank. Is anyone here a fan of falafel? The thing about falafel for me is like falafel could be really bad depending on the place, but like if you find a place with good falafel, it's like the dankest food. Like real hit or miss. And William says, hey son, I've been watching Star Wars flicks since you mentioned the other night. I just finished watching Return of the Jedi this morning. Went into the last 3 later. Oh, nice. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, I want to go back and rewatch Star Wars. Last time I watched Star Wars, it was episode 3 in theaters. They did like a rerun of it, and it was super sick. Tomato says, definitely depends on where you get falafel from. Yeah. I was telling someone the other day, there's a place in, not LA, but it's like near Cerritos. It's called Sababa. Dude. Sababa is so good. Crazy good. Oh, I was hanging out with my homie, and I was putting her onto like my Arabic music playlist, and because every time I go into this place called Sababa, they'd always play like, just Arabic music, and it was like, they would play like the craziest banging beats, dude, like just crazy, and they're all like Arabic beats, and people singing Arabic over it, and I was like, yo. So at one point, because I was going there like so regularly, I was like, yo, can you like send me the Spotify playlist? And they were like, huh? And I was like, no, I need the Spotify playlist, please. Every time I come here, it's like always banging. So then I got like you know, they were like super pro-Palestine place too. So it was all just like Egyptian, Palestinian music, just like, it was like 300 songs. I listened to every single one. So now I have like the dankest of the dankest Arabic music playlist. And Skyr says, I've been meaning to try falafel for the longest time. Yeah, Skyr. So when you do try it, just a heads up, it might not be good because it depends on the place. It really depends on the place. Because like they have like Palestinian falafel and they have like Egyptian falafel. Because like it's like, you know, a lot of different countries have their own way they make falafel. So just a heads up, if you don't like it, don't knock it yet. Because you kind of need to try at least like a bunch of different styles of falafel to find the one that you like. Because sometimes they'll way overcook it and it just takes like chickpea oil. And it's like, ugh. Or it'll be like super hard. Like it needs to be like really fluffy and like have like a light oil coating. But yeah, places do it different. And William says, so call me stupid, what's falafel? Oh, I'll call you stupid, man. Yeah, it's kind of like an interesting food. But if I'm not mistaken, William, falafel, essentially what it is, it's you get a bunch of chickpeas, you get a food processor, and you like food process, so it becomes like a bunch of like, becomes really like crumbly, like almost like chickpea dirt. I don't know how to describe it. But you add like a bunch of seasonings, like I won't say cilantro, but it's a bunch of different seasonings. Like there's a certain seasoning blend you throw in there, and then you food process all of it. And then what they do, William, is they like then coat it, I want to say, in some kind of like dough stuff. So they, you know, I think they add like milk or something, but they form balls, right, William? So like, they make little balls of it, and they deep fry it. And then essentially you get like this really like kind of low-key healthy, besides the oil, mix of like chickpeas and a bunch of other like different seasonings. And it's super good. It's almost like a muffin, William, but rather than using flour, they use chickpeas. And Sky says, I mean, there's nowhere I'm worried enough to get it here. I probably have to like it myself. Well, yeah. That's true, Sky. Yeah, I kind of figured there probably wasn't a, yeah, near you. But yeah, I'm sure you can find the recipe online. But would you be able to get the ingredients though? You'd probably like online, right, Sky? Like when there is something you want to try, do you have to use it to make it yourself? Let's say about Sababa. Oh yeah, so I got like the Sababa Spotify playlist. It was like 500 songs. I listened to every single one, and now I have like just a crazy good every music playlist. Like Muhammad Hamaki, fire, dude. That guy is so fire. He has like some crazy Arabic like R&B songs, and I'm like, yo. And like they're really wild because like, if I'm not mistaken, they're like an Egyptian pop star. Like they're really famous in Egypt. And then something ended up happening where like they ended up becoming like a Lebanese freedom fighter, and they got into like some crazy like civil war in Lebanon. So they were like wanted by like some country, and ended up like escaping. And like now he lives like in some other country, but he's still making music. It's like such a great, like you look at his Wikipedia, it's insane. But then you listen to his music, you're like, yo, this guy's so talented, it's crazy. So yeah. Yeah, I'll have to do maybe in the Kaiju Club or something, I'll start like a world music week or something, and just start sharing like random artists from different countries that I know about that are like hella cool. Oh my lord. Oh my god, I dropped the CD like 10 times. But yeah. Oh baby, damn. Do y'all like German chocolate cake? Something y'all like? That's a super random question. But my grandma used to love German chocolate cake. Which actually kind of makes sense because my when I did 23andMe, like way back in the day, it told me I was French, German, or I guess like the 25% of me that is European. I was French, German, British, and Irish. My grandma, you know, she's like 100% European. Well, I guess, well, she's American, you know, she's white, but European. But she was like, I love German chocolate cake. And I was like, 23andMe did say. You know what I mean? So yeah. This guy says, I can't eat it, too addicting. Yeah. To me, it's I don't like how they add like, I don't know what they like the shreds of stuff on it. I think it's like coconut, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, German chocolate cake. I'm not too much of a fan. I'm like, yeah. But I feel you on that though, because my grandma's the same way. He's like, yo, get it away from me. I'm only human. I'm just a mortal. This video says, gonna be something I try. Never heard of it, but down to try. I like coconut sometimes. Yeah. You gotta find a German friend. The German friend who knows a big chocolate cake, dude. Yeah, speaking of food and stuff though. And yeah, okay. Me coconut vibe, never vibe. Somebody does I like coconut sometimes. Yeah, so how have I said this? Oh, and William says, yeah, the chunks are coconut. Okay, cool. That's weird. Do they got coconuts in Germany? No, I don't think I got coconuts in Germany. That's crazy. But anyways, it's like Animal Crossing. Who brought coconuts to Germany? But anyways, what's it called? Yeah, I'm not a big coconut person either. I wish I was, because I love like Vita Coco. But any other coconut water, I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. Like I don't like coconut desserts. I'm like, yeah. But like to Simbadeo's point, every once in a while I'll find a coconut thing that I'm like, I do like this. But for the most part, I'm not a coconut guy. I wish I was though, because I feel like I feel like I look the part of someone who would like coconut. Like if you showed me a picture of me, but I didn't know it was me, I'd be like, that guy likes coconut. He looks like he's from the islands. But can't do it. And who is it says, and by vibe I mean I never mean instant death. Who is it? Yeah. It's all the allergies. Damn. But William says, who heard of coconuts in Georgia either? Things go everywhere. Yeah, true. That's true. But it's like, I guess, well, you make a good point. Like, they have like California rolls. So I was like, who brought sushi to California? But you make a good point. I guess I'm just confused why it's called German chocolate cake if like German doesn't have coconuts. I guess they go everywhere. This guy says that coconut's a weird flavor. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it takes on what I describe as the flavor of chemical cleaner. Yeah, dude. That's the thing. Yeah, it's weird, right? Because I've noticed that Vita Coco, I'm like, yo, this tastes amazing. But every other coconut water, I'm like, this tastes like I'm drinking like everyday cleaner fluid. You know what I mean? I think it's because one thing about like, when it comes to fruits and stuff, like definitely like to get like the really ripe, perfect ones, I think it tastes good. But like if you get like a slightly unripened coconut, it just ruins the whole thing. If I had to assume. I watched a video once when Vita Coco IPO'd. The CEO was like, oh, it's because we have like Windex flavor. Yeah, no, Windex is perfect, dude. But yeah. But I watched the CEO, I guess he said that he like was the first guy to be like, yo, we should drink coconut water. The health benefits. So he has like the monopoly on like good coconut supply chain. Like he doesn't own the only coconut supply chain, but he owns like the best because he was like #1, so he made all the good deals first of coconut farmers before everyone else tried to swoop in. So yeah. And William says, I have heard of California rolls, but nothing about them. What's in them? The reason why they're California, William, is because they're made with avocado. And avocado is grown in California, so that's why it became the California roll. So when like Japanese immigrants, if I'm not mistaken, Japanese immigrants moved to California, they were like, ooh, what's this avocado? We should put it in sushi, and it became the California roll. But Rosa says, hello. Hi, Roses. How's your Sunday going? How you doing? How you feeling? And Logan, what up, dude? What's up? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. How's your Sunday going? How's both of y'all Sundays going? And Rosa says, haven't been feeling well, but I'll be okay. Well, I'm glad to hear I'm sorry to hear you've been not feeling well, but I'm glad to hear that you got like a good mindset on it. Or mindset, or, you're going to feel better. It's like a physical illness. But you're like, I'll be all right. Whether it's mental or physical, I'm glad to hear that you're gonna be okay. Do y'all like egg rolls? We're talking about food right now. I'm so hungry, dude. Low key, I should go grab a protein bar. Let me go grab a protein bar. I'll be right back. Because that's why I'm talking about food. Because I'm super hungry. But yeah, how do y'all feel about egg rolls? That was like one thing my mom, for some reason, was really good at making. She just, yeah. My mom was like, can make some hella dank egg rolls. And Rosa says, thank you. Heck yeah. Logan says, my son is alright. I applied for Idol Music and Label Camp and similar distributors because 2 losses pissing me off so much. Lamau. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I know you were super happy with 2 loss, but I know they did my buddy dirty. I am like, yeah. 2 losses is a little wild. Rosa says, egg rolls are nice. I feel that, yeah. Yeah, egg rolls. Yeah, egg rolls are good. Especially like they're like good sources of protein too. I like egg rolls. My mom used to make them with like ground beef and like bean sprouts. I know it sounds like kind of cursed, but they came out really good. Really good. William says, love you. I'm bored of go Star Wars. Well, enjoy Star Wars, William. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. And yeah, send a love back to you, dude. Enjoy Star Wars. Logan says, for the first time, I'm thankful I haven't signed anyone to my label yet because I'm having a ton of distro issues. Yeah, dude. Yeah, my bad to hear about 2 loss. That's a bummer, yeah. It's good that you're figuring it out now before you sign someone and they're like, yo, man, what's up? Somebody else says, yeah, we got Philly cheesesteaks here. Philly cheesesteak egg rolls is a specialty. That's wild. That's super wild. Did I tell you, Simply Dale, that Kimberly told me that like her favorite food lately is like Philly cheesesteaks. She's like all the way in the Philippines, and I'm like, yeah, Philly cheesesteaks out there. Yeah, I mean, we don't got Philly cheesesteaks out here in Arizona. How'd you get Philly cheesesteaks out in the Philippines? That's crazy. But yeah, I would love to try a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. That sounds dang. With like the egg roll wrapper. Oh, dude, that sounds hella good. Didn't have them a lot, but they're good. Yeah. Whenever when I'm trying to treat myself and I go to a Chinese food place, let me get an egg roll. So yeah. And since I haven't eaten yet, so it's a good time to go do that. Yeah, I'm about to eat after this. I'm gonna make my some air fryer orange chicken. I'm so excited. Logan says, I've never had an egg roll call me Patrick because I'm under a rock. What? That's funny. Yeah, that Rosa says that's my friend's favorite food. I haven't had one in a while. Philly cheesesteaks? Yeah, I think I've only had one like once in my entire life. And it was one of those like mall Philly cheesesteaks. I think the place is called Charlie's, maybe. But it's not a real thing, dude. I want to try a real one. And so it is. Did not know that law. I wonder if it compares to ones out here, the Filipino Philly cheesesteaks. I know. Yeah, one day we'll have to do like a field trip or something because I want to try one. Hella bad. And Logan says, I'm sorry. The thing about eating protein bars is that there's so much chewing involved. But Logan says, I want to do what Oasis Limited did for their releases of consoles and cartridges. You mentioned that in the latest email. Yeah, I gotta get back to emails. Last night I was like so tired, dude. I was supposed to answer emails last night, but I was too sleepy. So yeah. But yes, dude, if you could figure it out, that'd be sick. I was mentioning it in one of the streams that I also wanted to do that. But I couldn't find someone that would do it for me. Like you have to like do all. I mean, you can figure it out. You have to like run a bunch of like open source code to like get them, and then buy the cartridges and like flash them yourself. So it would be definitely like a labor of love type of deal, Logan. But if you're doing like smaller batches, it shouldn't be too bad. But I was thinking for me, I was like, ooh, if I sold like 50 of them, I had to spend like days just flashing cartridges to like ship them out. And somebody else says, yeah, they're generic. The Charlie's cheesesteaks at the mall, but they're okay. And Rose was like, oh, no, Charlie's isn't real. That was fast food version, like tacos was similar. Yeah. I kind of assume anything that's at a mall isn't the real version. But sometimes it is, low key, sometimes. Your hot dog on a stick, you know what? That's as American hot dog as it gets, but you know what I mean. So yeah. And Logan says the code part is easy for all the console releases. The hard part's getting the app to show up as a album on 3DS. Definitely something I like to do because it caters to both my hobbies, music and code. Yeah, Logan, it is cool. I definitely love to also try to find stuff that incorporates both. But there's definitely like a bit of like ROI in there. Because Logan, I can build the craziest Groovy Kaiju app if I wanted to. But it's sometimes I take a step back of like, is it worth my time to do that versus like making more music or something like that? You know what I mean? I can share in both slightly different, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Logan, I got a little mixed up by your typo. N.turn.et is what I mean by 10. Not bad. But making ads like I am 8-bit is not really good at talking on camera. I should just focus on the items. Had you said that? We might have. I don't know. We've talked about a lot of stuff, Logan. We've definitely got to talk about a lot of things. you might have mentioned that. But yeah, for marketing stuff, I would say look at I remember I sent you links to a bunch of books. Look at those. I feel you're not being good at talking at the camera, but it's even if you aren't, I think there's something about just that human to human connection. People like see a video that I think is like, yeah. Like I know, and it's less about like one's better than the other. It's like you want like a variety of everything. Like you want one that just focuses on the items and you talking on the camera, and you want to try both. Because sometimes like some people are just going to connect with you more based on your face, and some people are going to connect with you more on just the item. It depends on the person. So usually it's like a more is better type of thing. I wouldn't try to do either or. But Darkway, what up, dude? Good to see you. How's your Sunday going? How you feeling? And it was also Superman Day on Friday. Darkway says they're doing very, very good. Heck yeah, jump out here, you're doing good. How do y'all feel about Superman? To me, it's like, I don't like Superman. I feel like they give him too many powers. I feel like he's kind of OP. Darkway says, your thoughts on Star Trek 95? I love Star Trek 95, dude. This stuff is so good. I don't think they've made a bad song. Star Trek 95 is like hella dope. And like, I think they should be on like every single Bomb Rush Cyberpunk Jet Set Radio soundtrack ever. They seem like a nice person. I don't know anybody that knows them though. That's the crazy part. Like I feel like everyone in like my scene is for sure a Star Junk fan, but I've yet to meet one person that was like, oh yeah, I used to know him or something. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of surprised that I don't know anyone that knows him. Because like his music sounds so similar to like stuff that we would all make. But I know he likes my stuff though, so heck yeah. I was like a big fan, and then I saw his artist playlist, and he was like, he has his own like Star Junk picks. He put my song on there, and I was like, hey, Star Junk folks, yeah, that's what's up. Star Junk likes my stuff, heck yeah. And Logan says my messages didn't send. Yeah, YouTube always stops sending your messages for some reason. I don't know why YouTube does that. And somebody else says, Superman's cool, but he's not Spider-Man cool. That's what I'm saying, dude. Superman to me is like a B tier superhero. Spider-Man's like S tier for sure. What's wild? I was watching like an interview with it wasn't an interview, it was an Instagram reel where someone asked Michael Jackson, like, what's your favorite superhero? Who would you be? And he was like, Morph from X-Men. I was like, Michael, I didn't know you were such a like deep cut nerd, dude. That's crazy. He was like, I like Morph because he can be whoever, you know, he was kind of like Mystique where he can like turn into whoever. Like, that's so random, dude. He said, it's morphin' time. It's not a bad pick, but that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a bad thing. It's just crazy that, yeah, I like hella respected it. I hella respected it. Yeah, X-Men in general, dude. All the X-Men are pretty sick. Yeah, what makes me sad is it doesn't make me sad, but I'm definitely more of a Marvel guy. But Static Shock is a DC, and I'm like, dang. It's like, oh, I love, like, if it wasn't for Static Shock, I'd be like, DC is straight garbage. But Static Shock saves it for me. And Rosa says they gave the impression that he picked the guy because he likes the idea of hiding besides being cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I saw that, Rosa, is that like it was more that Michael Jackson was just, you know, tired of being famous all the time. So he's like, I wish I could just morph into a normal person. It was kind of like, oh. I saw another Instagram though that was like, what's it called? What's crazy is if you think about it, when people asked him like if Michael Jackson had like a, you know, 3 wishes, what he would wish for, and he was like, yeah, one of the first wishes would be just to be a normal person for a day. And the whole point was like, think about that for a second. Michael Jackson wishes he could have been you for a day. It's like, oh. So like it was like both like a like be grateful for like what you have in life, because even if you were Michael Jackson, you would still wish you were you. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, this Instagram real lady is spitting. So this is 100% for the Marvel vs. DC, heck yeah. But let me get back to Logan. Logan says, I want my label to have some cool separate products, kind of like merch, kind of like what you did with Groovy Kaiju Jr. Also mainly covert variations of physical merch. You are a master of your craft, so I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Logan. I've only seen like one video of your merch, like from someone else. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, it'd be like that sometimes, man. Some people just kind of got it where they you know, have a bunch of people talking about their stuff, and some people kind of just have their own little like inner circle going. And yeah, I don't know, I'm thankful for everyone that likes my stuff. But I have kind of come to terms with it, like not everyone's like I don't think Anthony Fantano's like, oh my god, where the needle drop? Y'all listen to the new Groovy Kaiju release. Which is fine. But yeah. And Shenanigans, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. How's your Sunday going? How's your streaming going? I was thinking the other day about like how cool it is that you stream as well. Because the reason why, Shenanigans, do you ever watch Creator Support, the YouTube channel by any chance? With Colin Samir? They had someone come on that was trying to do like children's YouTube videos where they like teach like the letters in Spanish and stuff like that. And it reminded me of like the stuff that you do. And like it's such an underappreciated, like Logan's was so underappreciated what you do. And I was like, that's so cool. But yeah, Logan, I'm just, yeah. I think Logan says, you know, Oasis Limited only sells custom consoles now? Huh. I wonder why. Do custom consoles do that well? I think it's just kind of like it's what they have the time for, because I mean, as you'll learn, Logan, is probably dealing with artists sometimes can be a headache that is not worth dealing with. So yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, you know what, we're making just as much money doing this consoles. All these artists. But Shenanigans says it's going good. I need to catch up with Content React, so I was offline for a bit because I didn't want to get spoiled. What's Content Reacts? Or is that something that you do, or what's it called? Or am I out of the loop? I'm sorry if you do Content Reacts. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. But Logan says Oasis records, only 2 vinyls, and then some custom consoles. Oh, this is broken. Dang. Yeah, Logan. I mean, you know, people get busy and stuff. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Oasis was run by, it might be somebody else. It might be LO City World. But, you know, sometimes people run labels and they just like end up having like kids and stuff. So it could just be as simple as like that stuff is just sitting in the garage and it's like what they have left. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Shenanigan says, I was working with a programmer and we launched a free streamer resource. Is it called Content Reacts? I'll check it out. I want to see everything you're doing ever. And, but Shenanigan says, yeah, reactions to upcoming content news. I do them, but I was busy, so I had to disappear for offline. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I Googled Content Reacts and nothing showed up. But let me know what the thing you're working on. If it's public, Shenanigans, I'd be stoked to check it out. So I'd be streaming, and I like resources. It's for me, I think. So yeah. And Logan says, yeah, that's what I've learned, but the good thing is I'm young enough where I can pick something up. If it doesn't work out, this morning it'll be, yeah, Logan. Yeah, take it, you know, I've already told you, but you're so ahead of the game, dude. You're going to be completely fine in whatever you decide to like lock in on. You got so much time. And I don't know, in my experience too, like I've just learned all these random skills and like I didn't understand how they're all going to come together, but eventually like your life will take you, so they do. But Shenanigan says the program is called Slime to Stream. Cool, I'm putting that in the pin tab right now. Should I pack orders? I probably should just do one more. Heck yeah. Sick, yeah, I might try to set this up right now. Or not right now, but like after I'm done streaming. Thanks, Shenanigans, I appreciate it. It's an alternative to Stream Elements that runs on your desktop locally. I made a lot of the icons. Hey, sick. Yeah, I use Stream Elements right now for whenever someone like buys something. So, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll check this out. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Shenanigans, I appreciate it. That's cool, you made all the icons. And Skyr says, my God, $2,000 for a circuit bent PS2. Yeah, dude, circuit bending is wild, because it is a lot, Skyr, but if I'm not mistaken, part of the thing about circuit bending is that like you have to like break a lot of them. So it's like essentially you're paying for like the broken ones as well, which is like, because part of the process, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. Which is kind of unfortunate because then you got to pay, you know what I mean? I don't know. I have a buddy that does circumvent like digital cameras, and like he's like, yeah, I break like 3 for every one that I make. But Logan says, yeah, the guy who runs Scosis.net took a 150-day or so break in the hospital with his kids. He had to like talk about this with people saying he's a shady guy. Yeah, dude, sometimes stuff like that happens, yeah. L speed, I mean, because people say speed and people do, I love speed. Look, I'm so confused, Logan. Those two be acronyms. But you know, but yeah, life happens, dude. Life happens for sure. And like, you know what I mean? But Shenanigan says, if you have questions, let me know. They should try to make it as user-friendly as possible and update it constantly. Oh, sick. If you have feedback, she could probably fix it or work on something on your request. Oh, heck yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Shenanigan, that's cool. That's cool that they're like open to feedback too. Sick. Yeah, I'll try to get that installed when I can. Yeah, I have a pin tab, like I'm looking at it right now. So yeah, I have like 2 monitors. Like this monitor is like the stream, and then this one's the other stuff. That's cool you're working on that though. It's also just super cool that you're like so deep into the streaming community. I hella respect that. That goes there. Dual monitor setup is goated. Yeah, it really is. When you get 3 monitors, that's when you're like living the big life. Excuse me, but I just don't have enough desk space for 3 monitors because I have like one big curved monitor right here, and like I have like a smaller monitor right here. Yeah, I'll do one more batch. Also, because I'm gonna use them eventually. That way I can just throw on a podcast and pack orders for the rest of tonight. Shenanigans starts eyeing maybe turning my iPad to a 3rd monitor. Honestly, yeah, iPad monitors aren't bad. I had a buddy that I used to work with that was big on using their iPad as a monitor. Like they'd show up to like the office with like their iPad just to use it as a monitor. Oh dang, this is super broken. Shenanigans. I'm stretching out my back before I do more flyers for Marcus. I know you did all the flyers. Marcus, you've been doing flyers lately. Did you do the one for like the anime girl one for like the beach? I saw that one and I was like, oh, who made this? At least my iPad could have Discord set up for mods if someone sends photos or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been thinking about, it's funny you mentioned that because have you seen those like, I don't know, have any of y'all seen those like mini monitors where it's like USB-C, there's like literally like 50 pixels by 50 pixels and it's like a super tiny display. I've thought about that sometimes, just like put like just a little like I don't know, like a monitor like the size of like a sticker. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, it'd be cool if I could just have a little window. It just has like little things right there. And then Shenanigans says for the beach flyer, that was somebody else. My style's different, for sure. Yeah, I mean, just even like looking at Slime to Stream, I could see your style's different. For sure. That's cool, you're making the flyers. What's your flyer strat? Using like Canva? Or are you doing it all like by hand? And Logan says, would you rather have a super high conversions, objectively ugly Shopify store or a mid conversions, objectively stunning? Dude, I'll take conversions over. I don't care what it looks like. If people are converting, they're converting, dude. That's off rip. If it works, man. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the Ocean Fall Online website doesn't look the prettiest. And my doubloon site looks not pretty at all, but you know what? It works though. And then Shenanigans says, the camera kickoff, I did it, but the photo license free. The one I did have to make numbers by hand because the font he didn't like didn't have symbols. Oh, whack. I hate when fonts don't do that. When fonts are missing symbols, you're like, damn. But yeah, I like the summer kickoff flyer a lot, actually. I just saw it like right before I started streaming. You crushed it on that. I like literally just saw it. Like right before the thing, and I was like, hey. I use Procreate Affinity Designer to vector. I do everything by hand. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I got hell respect for doing it all by hand. I wish I could draw, dude. I put all my skill points into music and code. You always ask, like, yeah, that's the thing about flyers, Shenanigans, is that nothing about running shows. Dude, you have to make so many different sizes all the time. It's like super annoying because you gotta like make one for like the website that's like super wide, and like another one that does this, and another one like that. Yeah, margins and all that. The flyer size now, damn. Yeah. And why don't fonts have star or curly braces? I don't know, Logan. Yeah, because I think it's just like not as common. Like most people, when they get a font, they mostly just need it to like, I don't know, do various things. But like it's very rare when like they kind of need, I don't know. Gotta ask the font people. Gotta ask the font people. All the font designers at the font designer conference. I wonder if you guys ever had stars in this. You ever seen how easy it is to make your own font though? Like there's like a PDF out there that like, you can just like download, write in all the letters yourself, the font that you want, and then like it'll like automatically turn it into like an actual font you can use. But does everyone want to make their own custom font? Yes, Shenanigans says people won't do all this stuff sometimes because it's faster. Yeah, exactly, for fonts. And my own font for my brand. That's, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that for Groovy. Of doing like a, cause you know I sign everything, so I would want to do like my own like custom Groovy Kaiju like handwritten Sharpie font. I really use those when I was tired. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, making your own font's pretty cool. Logan says I'm asking because of both are principal errors and aspects. Might bring some. If you don't mind, Logan, email me those links and I can give you my answer. just because I gotta make these CDs real quick. Give you like a proper website review. And Shenanigan says, I'm pretty sure that's why like some are just their own personal stuff, and I know they don't use. Yeah, talking about fonts, Shenanigans. And, oh, they know they use them, but they don't use. I see what you're saying. I'm confused reading that. Well, like using something. But yeah, exactly. A font designer, like, yeah, I know I need these ones and these ones. I can skip the other ones. But Logan says, but since I'm doing dual enrollment, I can't do multiple majors. I wish I had skills and graphics on my phone font. Must use cybersecurity. Sick, dude, yeah. Yeah, at a certain point, you gotta specialize on something. Yeah, I chose to just do music and code, man. But now these days, I'm just doing music only. Oh, this is kind of broken, Lucky. Is it? No, it's fine. No, it's breaking. And Shenanigans, I would never use a curly brace. I flat out didn't render that. Well, yeah. True. Logan says I emailed you. Okay, sick, Logan. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get back to emails tonight. But I'm like ridiculously trying to get Monster Tape 1 just done vinyl-wise so I can hit the deadlines. So I might be MIA for a little bit, not gonna lie. And Shenanigans says, I'd be happy to help with any flyers in the future if you're short on time. Let me know. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it, Shenanigans. Yeah, heck yeah. I will definitely let you know. Because, I don't know if I mentioned this last stream, but I found out that the guy from All American Rejects started his own, what's it called? Started his own, like, kind of air. Remember how last time I was saying, like, it'd be cool if we did Groovy Kaiju shows, just like, rather than doing like an actual venue, just like, I don't know, a taco shop or something. Well, I guess the American Reject, a guy from the All American Rejects, like the band, had the same idea. And I was looking on like general like Peerspaces, general like Airbnb business things, but he started one specifically for like, hey, are you a guy who like makes music and wants to throw shows at more non-traditional venues? Then what's it called? Use my new app called Playhouse. And so I found it and I just applied to it. So hopefully I get in, and hopefully I can start throwing shows again through that. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about like bar minimum and that and blah, blah, blah. I could just be like, hey guys, we're doing a show at this taco shop. So we can have a show. So yeah. And it was cool too where you like kickstart the show. So like everyone buys tickets. And once you hit like a certain number of ticket count, then the whole show is like confirmed. So yeah. So that way no one has to like, you know what I mean? There's like, everyone knows the show's gonna go good because like everything's already worked out. That makes sense. Shanghai says, hell yeah. Logan says, why don't you have anime cover on Apple Music? Does your kid not support it because I think it's new? Or is it just because it's annoying? Logan, honestly, 99% of the time, it's just because I don't have the time. I'll be honest with you. I don't have the time to make animated music covers on Apple. I didn't even know those were a thing. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it's like, honestly, streaming services are like so low on my priority list right now. Because I'm so focused on just doing Monster Tape 1. So yeah. And yeah, Shenanigans makes a good point. I'll have beef with curly braces, I just don't use them. I'm the only one using it, so why make more work for myself? Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the things about I kind of learned about like when you put stuff out there for like other people to use, especially like code or like fonts and stuff. Is that like when you start putting it out, people start asking for stuff. So I've always had to be like very careful about like stuff that I make for myself, that I make it available, because you know then people start hitting you up like, yo man, you should add this, and it's like, bro, I just made this available in case you wanted it. You know what I mean? So I feel for the font people. Shangan says, yeah, the group was saying I don't have the time for that. Yeah, I feel it, yeah. But yeah, I feel you on. Yeah, managing time is like such a thing. It's such a thing, dude. Dun, dun, dun. But what else is going on? All right, let me check this. And Logan says, better than taking the time to make anime just for 2 Lost not to push it to Apple. Yeah, exactly. Is that what your beef is with 2 Lost, Logan? Is that they never uploaded your animated covers? Oh yeah. Yeah, Logan, they don't, 2 Lost doesn't handle any of that. You kind of have to, the thing about the distributors, they don't do any of that for you. Like they do, honestly, they charge you money to do very little, honestly. And Shenanigans says the curly brace fell and the sheet of all the symbols, and I'm like, I never really use those. So I saved like 2-3 hours just cutting out. Sick. Yeah, sometimes you gotta be like, to your point, you gotta be strategic about where you're spending your time. I'm cool. I'm glad to hear that you recognize that and you're like, boom. Don't cut that out. Got stuff I gotta do. And Logan says I only got 7 cents from a whole 6 months because they're slacking off. Yeah. They do have it handle it. They have options for it. I've read through all the platforms. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat, Logan, where I switched from Songtrust to TuneCore Publishing because Songtrust like completely just stopped registering my stuff. So I like canceled, switched all of it to someone else. And then they were like working at first and I sent them like one big list and they were like, now they're slacking off. And I'm like, this is crazy. So yeah, a lot of distributor people just take your money and then just peace out. It's weird. It's super weird. And Logan says, any way you put music videos unless you have an average of 1 million listeners on one artist across all platforms? If I get access to a really good distro, I'll let you know. Yeah, let me know, Logan, because I'm using DistroKid just because it's what works, but I have to do all the registrations with and my bad, y'all, this is all like super deep cut independent music struggles, but you have to do all the registrations with Sound Exchange and ASCAP myself because music industry is so dumb. If I get access to a really good, yeah, I'll be your aggregator to request access to distros with good publishing, Lamau. Yeah. Well, I do the publishing through TuneCore Publishing. I've yet to find what's it called? I've yet to find a distro that also does publishing for you that's actually good. I've always just kept them separate. And what's it called? Shenanigans ask, what do you have to get to? What do I have to do to get licensed to all your music on my co-working streams? Haha, I'll add you on my playlist. Actually, if you want, no, you're chilling. You're the homie. You are chilling. Here, I'll give you Let me write this down. Let me do this right now. I'm gonna text Marcus all my music that you could just use. It's on Spotify. I got you, Shenanigans. Don't worry about it. Like, this is literally the playlist that I play while I'm streaming, and I don't have any. Yeah, you should be completely fine to use it. But while I'm at sending this to Shenanigans, Logan says, we'll talk about this more about email. I can apply for you. I appreciate you offering, Logan, but I'll be honest, even if you did apply for me, I wouldn't have the time to actually follow up on it. So, my bad, dude. But I do appreciate you wanting to help.
New merch order from Thomas.
Hey, Thomas, you're watching. Let me know. I'll pack it right now. Thank you, Thomas. But yeah, holy moly, what? Yeah, no worries. It's super chill. Yeah, because keeping it real, I genuinely want people to use my music and their stuff. So it's all CC by non-commercial attribution or something, the license. But I mean, I know you. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, you shouldn't get anything. Oh my god. You shouldn't get any issues with it. If you do, let me know. But yeah, I just sent it to Marcus, one of their phones, so ask Marcus to check both his phones for you and to give you the Spotify link. But cruise it real quick. We won. Canes won the Stanley Cup. Let's go. Heck yeah. That's crazy. Yo, congrats to them. The Carolina Hurricane. That's so cool. Yeah. All the World Series and stuff. Heck yeah. 3-0 too. Who is it? Y'all smacked Vegas. Smacked the hell out of them. And 4-2. That's crazy. Game 6. Let's go. Who is it? The Hurricanes. Shenanigans says, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Shenanigans. Yeah, let me know if Marcus gets it, if Marcus is around you, or if they're like, doing Marcus things around town. One of his phones, yeah, I have 2 numbers for him. I don't know which one. I don't know which one I sent it to, but yeah. Everyone says, I've been hearing my friends cheer and talk about the game. Oh, sick, heck yeah. Yeah, all my hockey friends are back in LA. I don't have any hockey friends out here. All my friends out here just play Halo and Power Wash Simulator. Keep it real. It says, yep, now the price is going to go up. Damn. Yeah, it's the only thing is that when your team starts being good, the prices go up. It's like, no. Why is this my reward for supporting you during the bad times? But yeah, Logan, thanks again for being down to like send me stuff. But yeah, I just don't have, keeping it, what's it called? Keep roll, Logan. It's just, I'm like honestly in a weird spot in my life with streaming where like I still have music on streaming, but I'm like kind of not prioritizing it at all anymore. Because like to your point, like, you know what I mean? It's like a nice like safety net a little bit, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, it's not really working out for me. And I've invested so much in trying to like grow my streaming platforms with different like marketing stuff, Logan, but it's just, I don't know. So at this point, that's why I'm kind of like, let me just focus on one staple one, make a super sick vinyl for it, and then see what happens after that before I try to like recalibrate what's happening in my life when it comes to like streaming services. Because it kind of all fell apart like earlier this year. If that makes sense. There's a whole story. But as Shenanigans says, he's on the toilet right now, so yes, Marcus ain't out. Groovy Water Partners always needs the toilet before we need to leave. What's up with that? Isn't like the thing is like every good relationship, someone has back issues and someone has stomach issues. Like one partner has stomach issues, one partner has back issues. So it's like that's how you know you're in a good relationship. So I think Marcus might be the stomach issues. Or he just likes to be prepared. Did you just 6'7"? No, I did this. If I moved my hands just 90 degrees, it would have been 6'7", but yeah. And Sky says, I feel like streaming is only really profitable if you're one of the big dogs. Yeah, exactly, Skyer. Like you have to be just, the proper marketing term is like top of funnel. Like you have to be able to just get like a ton of like eyeballs on your stuff. Of like, honestly, the sad part is that people who don't really care about your music, it's like you want a bunch of like people in the background listening to your music. Like you want moms listening to your music, you know what I mean? That don't necessarily care. It's like, oh, I like the song about the Pink Panther girl. You know what I mean? You want to just end up on a bunch of like playlists. So like, yeah, you kind of have to, and a lot of that really is just payola for keeping it real, real. A lot of it's just like payola, like being the right label who can get you on like the Happy Music 2027 playlist on Spotify. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Shenanigans says, I do be having back issues, red for filth. You know what the sad part is, Shenanigans? I used to be the back issues problem myself, but now I got stomach issues. Now I'm both. I'm the whole relationship by myself. I'm the whole relationship myself. It's crazy. I got the stomach and the back issues. And I guess is your rug the freaking children roadmap for toy cars? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I bought this like years ago, but I got the whole like children's rug, so that'd be funny for the nostalgia. But thank you for the kind words. I'm glad it's rad. I'm dead. Yeah. I'm the whole relationship. What's crazy is I watched a video about how like airlines in other countries are like pretty much they all fight for like American CEO people like fly on them. So like when you get like if you fly on like an Asian airline, it's like way different than like flying on like a US airline. Because they'll like actually like make salmon in the back for you. Like not just like air fry it, they like actually have like chefs in the back and stuff. It's crazy. Ichi says, I healed my tummy issues in the past year. What issues are you having? It's more like a stomach sensitivity more than anything. Like, I thought it was lactose issues, but then I went to the doctor and they were like, you gotta start taking probiotics. And just yesterday I bought peppermint oil to see if that helps. But really it's just like uncomfortability. Like I go to the bathroom fine. It's just, my stomach just be like, I'm not having a good day today. I'm like, bro, chill, bro. Why are you like this? But Barat, dude, good to see you. How you doing? Iron, how you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, just hanging out, making CDs to ship out tonight. So making more Sip Zeros. How about you? How are you doing? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Marcus says yee for the playlist. Ichi says, oh, I also have made Korea logo yesterday, so I guess it's sick. And yeah, so Marcus is gonna send you the playlist, and just to keep be real, let me know if or let Marcus know, or text me, or get my phone number from Marcus. You could send Marcus a VOD where I said yes, send my phone number to you. What's it called? That yeah, but the playlist, it should not cause any issues on YouTube because I don't ever get copyright anything whenever I play this playlist. But I play it in the background low. Maybe we're just like play the stream straight. It might, but I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. But Shangus, do you have IBS? The doctor suspected that I might. They never did anything, an actual test, but they were like, yeah, you probably, based on your symptoms, you probably got IBS. And I was like, damn. Well, that's shitty, unintended. But yeah. Brat says, I'm doing good. Sick. Glad to hear you're doing good, dude. Anything new with you, Brat? You engineering anything new? Shenanigans with the pun laughing face. The happy face, yeah. And Shangy says, we'll definitely, I'll grab you a number. Okay, sick. Heck yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped the CD. That goes in there. Whee. Put the disc in there. Yeah, did y'all by any chance, speaking of Pink Pantheress, y'all watch the Pink Pantheress Hot Ones episode? I'm a Pink Pantheress fan. I was like, hell yeah. Oh, Shenanigans, you could eat onions and garlic again? That's crazy. Yeah, I had to stop. I can't eat onions and garlic anymore. That's crazy. Guavas? Oh, this is amazing news. Thank you. I've never eaten a guava, like a straight guava. Yes, please send me all the resources. I would actually beyond appreciate it. It's been like 2 years now of just sad stomach. But Brat says I'm working with WASM in AI space. Okay, sick. Heck yeah. I miss working with WebAssembly. Those were the days, dude. But it's interesting to hear that they're using WASM and AI now. They're like trying to like run LLMs in WebAssembly, or what are they doing? Or what are you doing? I could see that, yeah. In the browser. But Rosa says fresh guavas are amazing. Sick. Yeah, Rosa, I've never even seen them at the grocery store, I don't think. And they have like I don't know. I like guava flavored stuff sometimes. Like I like guava flavored like sports drinks. I know it's super random, but it's the only time I ever eat like guava flavor. But Shenanigans says, yeah, we should chat. I got the strat. Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing the strats. I'm super down to chat. Yeah, because Shenanigans, I feel like low-key we started to become homies like right as I was leaving. I was like, damn. Like we already were, but it was like for the first time we could actually be like, yo, like, what's up? And I was like, I'm leaving. And you're like, we were both like, damn. So yeah. And then Shenanigans says, guavas are low IBS and high fiber, which is double whammy for good stuff for you. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, my doctor was like, you gotta eat more fiber. And I was like, I eat a lot of oatmeal. That should have fiber in it. Yeah, let's see if I can find guavas near me. Yeah, future me when I watch the VOD. Find some guavas. And Shenanigans says, I'm really into nutrition stuff. You lost 10 pounds from nutrition and inflammation. That's so cool. Yeah, I've been losing a lot of weight too lately. I've been going to the gym so much. I'm just like working on my diet to be exactly what I want it to be. And Rosa says, Mexican grocery stores have them. We go to them a lot in LA. I don't know if you can find them. Hopefully you do. Yeah, in Arizona, you definitely got Mexican grocery stores. I'm sure I'll be able to find them. And Shenanigans says, I know what's up with that, man. That's whack. Yeah. Yeah, stomach stuff's been not fun. Yeah, I'll definitely stop by. There's our Mexican grocery store right here is called Food City. I haven't been to one yet, but I know that's where you're supposed to go. I heard on the streets that's where people be going. Shenanigans says quinoa's good. I hate quinoa though. Shenanigans. It's one of my least favorite. Yeah, exactly. It tastes like cardboard. You can make it in a rice cooker and add some North seasoning so it doesn't taste like. Okay, maybe I just haven't had good quinoa then, because every time I've had it, I've been like, eh. The quinoa and there's another one that's like quinoa that I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like chia seeds that much either. Rose says, guavas are in season throughout the fall and spring, at least that's what I remember since it's been a while. Okay, sick. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll eat like guava a day or something. Eat my guava every morning. Wait, it's winter, what am I talking about? Yeah, no worries. It's always trippy to me that like fruits are like blooming during the cold times. It's like, how? Yo, what's funny about the Pink Panther's Hot Ones is like the whole time she's like, Sean, interviewer, you're coming to my show tomorrow, right? And he's like, I don't know, we'll see. It's like, what do you mean you're not coming to my show? Like the whole time she's like low-key trying to pressure him to come to her show tomorrow. The next day. And at the very end of the episode, I guess I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, at the very end he does go. So I just spoiled it, my bad. It's like a selfie of him just like, he didn't even look happy. It's kind of like funny. Like he looks like kind of happy that he's there, but you can tell he's like, I gotta guilt trip to this. I'm like, damn, bro, you're like, you can't feel crazy. Shenanigans says, you can also mix quinoa into your rice so it's like half and half. You don't like chia, maybe do basil seed. I've never tried, oh, what? I haven't tried basil seed. Shenanigans says, do you have Discord? Actually, wait. I used to, but low-key, I had to uninstall it. I got too many messages. And I was like, oh, I got overwhelmed one day. So now I just be texting people. Or emailing. But mostly email, actually, on low-key. And Shenanigans says, we should share food pics as we work on diet stuff. Keep each other. Hey, I'm down, yeah. Yeah, I got all kinds of... My diet's kind of weird, though, Shenanigans. I'm like, half trying to fix my stomach, half trying to get ripped. Yeah, not like ripped, but like... Yeah, that's crazy you're talking about... Because I was literally just looking up what FOD meant the other night. That's... Okay, sick. Yes. I'd be down to share my meals as well, but mine are like... Dude. Like, 50 grams of protein. Chicken breast and bread. And then orange chicken french fries. So my meals are kind of cursed, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very much a dude living by himself. Orange chicken french fries meals. Which honestly, I'm telling y'all, the more I've eaten the orange chicken french fries, the more I'm like, it's kind of good. I hate to admit it. Because it sounds so cursed, but it's actually kind of good. I know exactly what your diet is. That's comedy. I'm glad I was able to describe it. It was mine? Oh, shit! We're the same person. Shenanigans was like, you just like me for real. Protein and low food map, hell yeah. And Super Dose is not alone with the air fried some nuggets and fries. They're like, yo, nuggets and fries, dude, heck yeah. Dude, what's kind of crazy is Dino Nuggets actually is kind of a... Dinosaur Nuggets? Kind of actually low-key, debatably a healthy snack. Debatably healthy snack is Dino Nuggets. They have all the things you could eat. Dino Nuggets actually is kind of good for you. Who this says, those who create the weirdest food combo can probably get away with the most things. Shenanigans with the first message. Oh wow. But yeah, who is it? I don't know, just something about I do like weird food combos. So I don't know, something, you know what I mean? Because like someone at some point was like, yo, you know what? You see that cow over there? I want to drink its udder. Bro, you know what I mean? Like if you think of most food, the first person to ever try eating like cow's milk and stuff, like, you know, everyone had to experiment at some point. At some point, everything was weird until it wasn't. You know what I mean? But Shanghai's low energy meals is important. Sick. Barat says, what's food map? So essentially it's like, I just learned this last night, Barat, so I'm probably not the best person to ask, but essentially if you have a sensitive stomach, like when your body breaks down carbs, it like, okay, there we go. Shanghai says, FODMAP is an acronym for the types of foods that are irritating for the stomachs, especially those with sensitivities. Yeah, Barat, so I think the big one is that like your body, when it eats carbs, so like rice, bread, a lot of different things. I might be wrong about it, but I think rice is one of them, where your stomach, like when it tries to break it down, it gets real sensitive about it. So it ends up like, you know, you end up getting like gas stuck, or like things just aren't forming the way they should. So when you eat, so it's, yeah, so it's food that's not really, doesn't sit in your stomach well. Like, and garlic's a big one, because garlic is like kind of like an airy spice. So it can cause weirdness. And like onions like give out a lot of, yeah. So it's like pretty much your stomach just doesn't break down gas correctly. So it ends up causing issues. But yeah. Shannigan says rice is a safe food. Okay, my bad. But it tends to be things with alliums, so garlic, onions, peas, beans. Oh, beans? That makes sense. Yeah, because I don't know, I've eaten so many beans in my life. I was like, I had Del Taco last night, and I was like, this Del Taco acting different in my stomach. I don't know what's going on. I didn't realize beans. Oh, no beans? That's crazy. Damn, I didn't know beans was on. Oh, damn. Y'all are, I'm sorry. I know I'm talking to Shenanigans a lot about food stuff, but like, y'all are watching me just absolutely just learning my life. What are you gonna eat beans no more? What if you couldn't eat beans? Yeah, you're watching me just break down live. Beans are not my friends? Damn, dude. That's depressing. I love beans. Who is it? I know the feeling. Yeah, who is it definitely knows the feeling. But you're watching a grown man just absolutely lose it. Oh, but yeah, but Shenanigans earlier said, I tell him Marcus he's just dating you. That's comedy. That is so comedy, Shenanigans. I like almost lost it when you said that. Yeah, I know I'm jumping around, but what are your favorite foods? I'll tell you which ones to stop. Honestly, my pantry right now, it's like beans, corn. I like green beans a lot. Does that count? But I guess it probably, because it's kind of peas. But I've slowly been eating less vegetables because I was like been tripping out. Like I know potatoes is fine. Like my go-to now, whenever I like have to go somewhere after eating breakfast, I eat eggs and hash browns because it's the only meal I can eat where I don't have to immediately go to the bathroom afterwards these days. If I ever eat anything other than eggs and hash browns, I'm like, oh, well, I need at least an hour before I can leave the house. Which I know is kind of gross to say, but yeah. Is it gross? I don't know, man. I'll be in there chilling. I'd be in there chilling. But yeah. Oh, what else is sick too is have you ever heard of a side note while we're talking food stuff? Does anyone here like Fire Tools? Y'all familiar with Fire Tools, the artist? But Shenanigan says, so veggies tend to be bad for us, but you gotta eat your veggies, so don't have them raw, they gotta be cooked. Okay. Yeah, I do cook my green beans. Like I get the cans and I just like microwave them in water, but yeah. I do suggest the Monash app. They'll tell you how much of something you can eat. Okay, for sure. Yeah, future me, when I rewatch the VOD, get the Monash app. Heck yeah. Bro, I'm gonna, I'm gonna text Marky right now too. I'm telling Marcus to send you my number. Diagnosed with Wahaha. Shenanigans. P's a very high FODMAP, but you can have like 2 teaspoons safely. Okay, cool. He's literally listening from the bathroom, I bet. Is Marcus also in the same stomach issues thing? Have you on speaker? Oh, okay, Lamau. Hi, Marcus. But yeah, I guess that's a quick side note. If anyone hasn't heard of Fire Tools, they're really dope. They're like another vaporwave artist, but low-key, one of my like experiments I had in my brain, like music-wise, was like, what does like vaporwave metal sound like? And I have a few songs in the Monster Kingdom, actually, of me playing around with that idea. But I never like really found a way to like make it work. But then I heard Fire Tools album. It's called Eternal Home, and it's just all straight like electronic metal. It's really trippy. So if anyone's looking for some like new weird music and you aren't already familiar with Fire Tools, look up the album Fire. Like, you play with Fire Tools, Eternal Home, and it's banging. But Shenanigan says, I have you on speaker. Oh yeah, he won't give up garlic ever. He probably trade 2 hours of bathroom time for garlic. That man loves garlic. Yeah, I don't know. I like garlic. I used to throw it in everything I ate, and I was just like, man, my stomach hurts every day. Took garlic out. Oh, I feel better. And then just my stomach's been like almost like chasing. As I've been changing my diet, it'll get better for a little bit and then get worse, and then get better for a little bit and then yeah. Rose says, cool, gotta go now. Take care, everyone. Take care, Roses. Take it easy. Catch you around. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you around on Tuesday if you're free on Tuesday, Roses. Shit, says, bro, you got IBS for real. Damn. Yeah, that's what the doctor was saying. I was like, no, please. Please, no. Definitely sounds like it, yeah. But I mean, I'm kind of glad that to get to know that, because and Shenanigans, I'll text you the number. Okay, thank you for texting it to me, Shenanigans. But yeah, the doctor said it's probably what it is. They didn't do any tests or anything, but they, I mean, last time I went to the doctor, they were like, I was telling everyone on stream, went to the doctor, and I was like, you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm all right. All right, cool. It'll be $50, please. So, yeah, one of the things, they did give me like some slight suggestions on like my stomach stuff, but they never like actually did anything. The good news is it's not forever. The second stage is reintroduction. You're like textbook IBS. Dang, textbook. Damn. You get the textbook, you turn the page, there's a picture of me like, ah. That's crazy. I didn't know I was in a textbook already. And Prat says, I learned about food and IBS today. Thanks. Yeah, dude, thanks for stopping by and being down to hear about it. It's just what I'm going through. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. You can do garlic infused olive oil? Okay, sick. Heck yeah. It doesn't attach to oils? Okay, sick. Oh, that's trippy, huh? But olive oil is so high calorie, though. Olive oil got like 1 billion calories in it. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? Who says, we're all just fleshy beings with so many problems, I swear. Yeah. It's weird because, like, it's actually amazing how much the human body can handle, but then, like, you know, it's like you sift the wrong flour. It's like, oh, well, ripperonis. Like if you watch like, I don't know, like hockey players, you're like, dang, that's crazy. They can just slam into that wall and like be perfectly fine. But like if they ate the wrong like flour, it's like, oh, well, it's all over. And Shenanigans says, olive oil is high calorie, but it is good for you. Yeah, it is, yeah. So definitely one of those things you gotta use in like moderation. Yeah, portion control. Hey, same exact time we said it. It's funny. I use 1 tablespoon of olive oil in my food. Yeah. 1 teaspoon. Yeah, I've been thinking about buying the spray because I have like a whole giant jug, and I was like, I should have bought the spray. Because everyone that's bodybuilding be using the olive oil spray, and I'm like, oh yeah. I'm not bodybuilding, but you know what I mean. They must be onto something. Also, I think once we're done with this last stack of Monster Shape Zeros, we'll call it there. But it'll probably in like 15, 20 minutes. Sprays are good. Avocado oil spray is what I use mostly. Yeah, I gotta get some avocado oil spray. I love avocados. Okay, need one of these. Yeah, because my problem is I kept using like olive oil, and I would just like pour it on top of the food of whatever I want to season. Oh, dude, sitting down feels so good right now. I always stand for 3 hours every time I do these streams. I remember once that someone was like, "You stand the entire time this whole stream." I was like, "Yeah, man." Ugh. I could just pick this up. Oh, I need to stand for a second. Ooh, olive oil is also better raw. Oh, olive oil. Never had raw olive oil. Serving size of a tablespoon compared to 1 teaspoon. Dang, okay. You have to get avocado oil then, because that's crazy. Because yeah, that's the thing is that like I do like the idea of a spray, but I usually pour the olive oil because I want it to like coat the thing. Because I'm trying to coat seasoning on stuff usually. What you feel with it? Change the chemistry. What's good for you? Oh, sick. Okay, heck yeah. Are you like a nutritionist, Shenanigans? How do you know all this? Who taught you all this? Who taught you this? Oh yeah. Ooh. Jenga says, I hyperfixated and I'm autistic. My nutritionist was like, why am I even here? She just confirms my research at this point. Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool though. I mean, you know, I feel on the hyperfixation. And I mean, that's cool that your nutritionist can at least confirm everything, like from a professional perspective, that like everything you're researching is correct. Because I'm the type of person where like, if I'm into something, I could like obsess on it too. I'm not, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm grabbing something else. I'm sorry, my brain's running a million miles per minute. But that's cool. All right, sick. That's good to know. But yeah, thanks you for all the tips so far. I mean, you're gonna text me some more later, but yeah, I'm hyped. So I researched that so hard, yeah. Yeah, I feel like you know, Barat was here earlier talking about WebAssembly. I've definitely get into my modes. Like lately, it's super random, but my hyperfixation lately has been like the CIA and stuff like that. I know way too much about the CIA lately because it's been like my thing to just put on while I'm what's it called? Doing random things, like going to the gym. But Brat says, what's your thoughts about ghee, a purified butter? I think ghee is hella good, no? I don't know if I've ever cooked with ghee, but I know it's like French fries. When you make French fries with ghee, it's supposed to taste like beyond good. Like it's way better. Shangan says ghee is great. So, Dad, you got any tips on cooking with ghee? That sounds like something that you would know how to use. Something you'd be chefing it up crazy too. But Jenkins says clarified butter and tallow is preferred. Yeah, I heard tallow was like also hella dank, like ghee and tallow. And all of them are all like up there. Top tier fats to cook with. Use it like butter, sick. Yeah, I haven't used butter in a minute. But no, honestly, I don't think I've used ghee before, but if it's an enhancement, I'm looking into it. Okay, sick, yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of those you definitely want to use in moderation, though, because I'm not mistaken, it's like, you know, it's like mega butter, like super butter almost. But yeah. Oh, whoa. Skyer says, I want to try using ghee in place of butter for making grilled cheese. Grilled geese, if you will. Skyer. If you ever, I'm so dead serious, Skyer. I like genuinely mean this. If you ever start doing comedy, man, let me know. I'm gonna watch. Start a YouTube. I'm gonna watch it. That or something. If you do anything comedy related, please let me know. You killing me so bad. But Jenkins says, do you know John Kiriakou? Yeah, that's who I've been watching. I've watched like literally. I think we're the same person. Shit. Yeah, I literally watched like. I was like at least 20 to like 30 hours of just him talking on podcasts, telling the same stories, low-key. But every once in a while there's a new one and I'm like, oh. Brat says, is it common to use ghee in the US? Probably not as much, Brat, to use, like it's, if you cook a lot, Brat, you've heard of ghee, but it's not like super common. Like my mom wouldn't know what ghee is, but like, because I do cook. There was like a hot second where I was cooking a lot. Bro, I know about it. And I watch a lot of like food YouTubers, so yeah. And yeah, to Shenanigan's point, if you know about nutrition, yeah, you would know about ghee. And Shenanigan says, Marcus wanted me to ask about John Kiriakou. Yeah, he's been like my, that's been my like fixation lately. And the thing is too, that like, when I first started seeing his videos, I was like, there's no way this guy is for real. But then I found like the federal.gov where they're like, yes, we have, you know, I mean, charged this guy with espionage in the CIA because he like whistle blew on the torture program. And I'm like, on a .gov website, like he's not playing. He really went to jail for like talking about whistleblowing. I think that's crazy. This video says Walmart might have ghee. Okay, sick, heck yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I used to be a big Costco guy, but now I'm like Team Sam's Club. So like Walmart. What's wild, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I might have. But what's crazy is everyone in my family has worked at Walmart at some point in their life, except for me and my little brother. And Shenanigans says, go straight to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Yeah. Yeah, what's crazy is what's weird too is that because like they all do weird, goofy stuff in the CIA pretty much. Oh, I gotta sign more CDs, dang. Pretty much they all like end up sending each other to jail when they get mad. It's crazy. Marcus says straight to Guantanamo Bay. The Shenanigans says Costco's hard for straight single people, it's not for family. Actually, so I heard that, but low key, no, I like Costco as a single person. Like it was like, what's it called? I don't mind buying in bulk. It's just don't buy like, I don't know, like fruit in bulk because stuff that spoils, but like in general, I thought it was pretty great for someone who was, what's it called? Single. But your personal DILF? Yes, indeed. What's up, Groovy? That's a sick name, dude. How you doing, man? How's your Sunday? I'm just over here signing CDs, making CDs. We're about to ship out a bunch. But they'll go into Guantanamo Bay. One of my favorite John Kiriakou clips is, I guess, you know, they like captured someone from like Al Qaeda, and yeah, I guess the guy was like, oh, like he was like super upset. It's kind of sick because it's actual real life. It's really brutal. But the guy was like, oh, like I'm not afraid to go to Guantanamo. I hate you Americans. And he's like, I'm not sending you to Guantanamo. I'm sending you to Jerusalem. So like somewhere in Israel. And he was like, that scared him shitless. And he was like, we don't ever send people to Jerusalem. I just said that to make him scared. And he's like lost it. Like, I'm so sorry. I'll never do this again. Please don't send me there. And then he was like, yeah, so we never send them there because we don't actually have anything in Jerusalem. But we still send them to Guantanamo Bay. It was like, oh no, dude. It was crazy. The way he tells the stories are just like ridiculous. Same reaction if you use Detroit or Brazil. Same potato. Yeah, that's crazy. I want to go to Detroit. Honestly, though, yeah, keeping it real. That's crazy. But I guess we need giant freezers if we're doing Costco runs, like industrial freezer. Yeah, I kind of do wish I had an industrial freezer because I do like to buy food frozen. I don't mind it because if you instant pot it, like it doesn't matter how frozen it is, it's still gonna taste dank after you season it. But yeah. Yeah, you can use Detroit or Brazil. That's crazy, dude. But no, actually though, the last 20 says, dude, I said bad. Oliver Tree passed away. I know, last 20, we were talking about it earlier. R.I.P. dude, for real, to a legend. Yeah, I saw that right before I started streaming. I went to the bathroom and I was like, check my phone real quick, and I was like, oh damn. But yeah, man, R.I.P. Oliver Tree. And Personal Dilf says, just got back from the gym, eating like a grizzly, prepare for hybrid. Dude, honestly, food tastes way better after the gym. I swear it does. Siludale says, yeah, rest in peace, man. These helicopters, dude, we gotta stop them. They're doing too much. Even after getting that news, I knew it was gonna be a long week. Yeah, no, yeah, it really is. Last 20 says RIP Oliver Tree. Yeah, dude. For real, RIP. They're only 32. It's crazy. Cause I'm gonna turn 31 next month, so I'm like, dang. That's crazy. But yeah, do something like that. That's crazy. You said Detroit or Brazil. I wouldn't mind Brazil, but Detroit, I think I would be like, oh shit, please don't say Detroit. I might have 30 blast though. I'd be like, yo, Randy, dude, I'm in Detroit. Bail me out, bro, please. Let's go play a show after. But who's it says reminded us of our immortality and our mortality and gained a new career number one for helicopters. I've been afraid of helicopters since Kobe. Because after like Kobe passed my helicopter, I was like, yo. You cannot catch me in a helicopter in LA after that. But Marcus says, how's Jermaine? Dude, let me show you off. Yeah, I'll show you how Jermaine's doing. Oh, there's a fly in here. God damn it. Yeah, you're a fly. There's a fly sitting on Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine's doing good. They're humongous. Did you ever get your money tree, Marcus? Yeah, Jermaine's going crazy as always. Like, Jermaine's probably like, what is this? Like 4 feet tall at this point? 4 or 5? Like 4 feet tall. 3 feet tall. I don't know. I got a long torso. Yeah, Jermaine's doing good. Thanks for asking. Jermaine. Oh yeah, very cool. But Personal Dilf says, literally the setting of a dystopian story. Yeah, dude. Izaku makes a good point. Some of the greatest music that's come out of Detroit. Yeah, dude. No, not to like Detroit today. Yeah, but Detroit at the same time is like one of the most musically gifted cities of all time. I love the music of Detroit. J Dilla, Motown, all that. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I guess Zaka, the context was like having to be sent to like a jail somewhere I would not survive in a Detroit jail. There's no way. I feel like that's for like a has to be pretty rough in a Detroit jail. The last one he says, I'll let her know, what do you think of the soundtrack for Backrooms in Session? I actually haven't heard the soundtracks from Backrooms in a Session last 20. I'll be honest, because I'm like really afraid of horror movies. Like I get too scared. So I didn't take the chance to like listen to the soundtracks because I just figured it'd be a bunch of just like creepy music. But yeah. But is it worth checking out? Last 20? Should I check it out? It says boo a fly. I know, yeah, I don't know how it got inside the house. It's like a single fly. Sometimes my cats will like have, try to go catch it, but my cats are lazy right now, so I'm like, dang, gotta get rid of this fly by myself. It's like an adult fly too. So video says, I don't know if some of the stories are true, but it makes you think. Oh, for Detroit? Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure a lot of the stories about Detroit are true. Because I be seeing stuff about Detroit on the news. I'm like, dang. Or like people will visit Detroit. Like I think I saw a video recently. It was like some guy bought a house in Detroit for like $1 just to like for a video, and those guys literally a shooting as they're making the video. Like it was crazy. And Barat says, "Hey, are you using a Sony CD player? What's your recommended brand?" Yeah, actually. So for CD players, I'm using I think it's like a Sony boombox. Let me see if I can find the actual model. But yeah, what I'll usually do is I'll find like an old school, like I'll go on eBay and find like a used Sony CD player from like way back in the day, because they tend to be pretty high quality. But I know there's like a brand I keep getting ads for called Kickback. I'm in New York City and they have like a clear CD player that apparently is supposed to be really good, but I've never tried it myself. But yeah, but otherwise I'm just buying Sony Walkmans or like Sony boomboxes from back in the day. Yeah, thanks for asking. What CD players are you using, Brat? Or have you tried so far? And Marcus says, I'll take Norwegian jail, thanks. Yeah, don't they let you like hang out? Like, hey, here's your PS5. Yeah, I mean. So yeah. And Zakka says the high desert areas are the worst prison systems. I could see that, yeah. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to go to jail in Victorville either. I'd be like, damn, dude. I don't know about that. I'd be like, oh no. And Sky says, gotta head out for the night. See y'all. Dude, catch you around, Sky. Thanks for stopping by. See you Tuesday if you're free. And yeah, man, thanks for hanging out. Always good to see you. And last one, he says the soundtracks are good. A lot of atmospheric music. Sick. Yeah, if I get the chance, when future me when I watch the VOD, look up the Obsession soundtrack. Because I have lots of friends that were watching Obsession. They're like, dude, it's pretty good. And Shenanigans says, Marcus, did you hear you're basically dating Groovy? Lol. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we have a lot of weird, not weird, but like a lot of similar things going on. It's funny. And Marcus says, Sony on top. Heck yeah, dude. Hey, Ezekiel.
New merch order from Ezekiel.
Thank you, Ezekiel. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it right now. Before we finish up packing up making all these CDs. But other than that, what was honestly really, really weird is there was this guy that makes it was like a news clip I happened to come across where it was like some guy makes like funny joke covers of like popular songs with AI, and they got 50 Cent to go on some like talk show, and they were like, hey 50 Cent, what do you think of this person that ruined your song? It was like an AI cover of like In the Club, and you could just see the cringe on his face of like, did you really just bring me on the show to play me an AI cover of my song? Like, do you not? Yeah, I just lost the plot, dude. Like it was almost speechless. It was kind of funny. You just play me an AI cover of my song? Are you kidding me? I don't know. The reaction killed me low key. It's like, what if someone like took your favorite song and was just like, yeah, but have you heard this AI cover? No, I haven't actually. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? It was funny. But what's also cool, did y'all see they're making an indie game? I kept getting to do this. I mean, Yuku algorithm knows me too well, but someone's making a Beyblade indie game called Slay Blade, where you have to make your own Beyblade and battle and stuff like that, to do chores to earn money to buy more Beyblade parts using your Beyblade. I was like, oh. Yeah, simply it's called Slay Blade. The trailer for it looked pretty cool. It's really cute. It's like a 2D little like Beyblade game. I'd buy it for like $5, $10. Oh, and Brat says, have you tried the Marshall music player? I dated someone who has one, Brat, and it's pretty sick. I wanted to get one for myself, low-key, actually, because it has like a really good bass on it. And Zaku says, what's cracking with AL City Pop, though? Or AI City Pop? Oh, AI, I'm sorry. The uncapitalized A, capital I got me. Zaku, I don't know. I'll be honest. Like every once in a while, I'll get like a mix that's like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog City Pop cover mix. And I'm like, that's so cool. A City Pop cover band made like a Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack. I listen to it and I'm like, it's missing something. And I check the description, it's like made with AI, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is whack. Because even like the first time I heard it, I was like, it's kind of impressive they made this, but like something doesn't sound right. And yeah, I just instantly was like, that's why. That's why it doesn't sound right. And who's it says Slay Blade has also caught my attention. Yeah, I clicked on it got recommended to me, the trailer, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm about to give up $5. Zaku says that shit's Marcus. Really? You messing around? I think you're messing with Marcus, dude. Yeah, I might have to give him $5 for Slay Blade too, just because I'd be down to play it for like a hot second, try it out. Because low-key, I'm going to have to install Steam on my music computer, because I got to play the Underling Uprising. I'm gonna make a kaiju. I'm like so behind on stuff, but yeah, the game that I made a song for actually came out, and I still need to. I'm gonna need clips from it to like do the whole what's it called? To like actually like make an Instagram post like, hey, I made a song in this game, but they didn't have like any gameplay clips for me to like. They wanted me to use, so now I have to go play the game myself, record myself playing the game with the song in it, and be like, yo, my song is now on Spotify that I made for this game. So I have to unlock the character, record the clip, you know what I mean? So I have to play games for work. I'm pretty hyped, low-key. But Shenanigans says, Lamau, no, Marcus is not like AI City Pop. Yeah, I had feeling Zaku was messing around. I knew he's joking, he's joshing. You know, what's also cool too is did y'all see that guy? You ever seen Subway takes on Instagram where the guy's like, what's your take? And it's always like something like super random. He has a show called Keep the Meter Running. I've been watching that. It's really nice. I brought up last stream, huh? My bad. I watched another episode about the second episode is about some guy that's like a Nepalese flute player that drives a cab in New York. And I was like, hell yeah. As much as I'm like, dang, that's crazy, New York almost didn't exist because the Knicks won, I'm also like, New York is kind of a magical place. You meet everybody from everywhere. Also, did y'all see that at the Xbox game event, they gave out like free Xboxes to everyone that went to like the Xbox Fan Fest? The new Xbox CEO, dude, she's kind of crushing it. I'm kind of stoked to see it too, because I remember when like everyone was like, "Oh, what? I'm a gamer. What do you mean, girl?" And she's just been like crushing it. Everything she does, everyone's like, "Oh, wait up, hold up. She might save Xbox. This is crazy." I'm like, hell yeah, dude. It's also trippy too, because she came from like the AI department of Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. Like she was like an AI executive, and it was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna come fix Xbox real quick. She was like, fuck off. She was like, I'm gonna, who cares about all this AI stuff? I'm about to save Xbox one time. And Joel says, Xbox is a comeback. Is it a comeback? I know, dude, I'm hyped. I need my Xbox, my Doritos, and my Mountain Dew. My Code Red Mountain Dew with the Master Chief on it. And somebody else says she's killing it, and the Xbox account acknowledged what's going on with Destiny, and Sony PlayStation haven't yet. Might be switching soon. Hey, yeah. I don't know. I have a Series S. The console wars are back in action, dude. And Joel says, what game are you most excited for from the showcase? Honestly, I don't know. Dude, I'll be honest with you. So I watched the what's it called? Summer Games Fest, I think? And we talked a lot about on stream, Joel, about the new Spyro, and if like how hyped we were for it. Because I am kind of hyped for it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how much of it is like going to be nostalgia versus actually it being a good game. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I'm excited to see, like, I know we're not happy about Tupac being in that one game, but all they really did was like be like, hey, the Yakuza guys are making a game with hip-hop legends in it. And I'm like, what's this game about? They really share more than that. So I'd be curious to see what that's going to be about. If I'm keeping it real. But who is it said that's what Sony gets for being stupid? Yeah, dude. I love watching companies having to actually like work and be innovative. And Zaku says, hey, bring back Peeps flavored Pepsi. That's crazy, Zaku. You mean Pepsi flavored Peeps or Pepsi that's flavored like Peeps? Yeah, I mean, like, is a Peep the Pepsi, or is the Pepsi like the can of Pepsi tasting like Peeps? So that's crazy. And Joel says, I feel you. I love Spyro growing up. Yeah, dude. Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm also hyped for it because what's it called? Joe, I have a homie that's a Spyro speedrunner, so I'm stoked to see like what they do with it. They're gonna start speedrunning or not. And Celito says, wait, there's both, isn't there? And Zaku says, it's cola flavored Peeps. Sorry, wait, Pepsi flavored, Peeps flavored cola. That's crazy. It says they're both cursed. That is crazy. That's super crazy. Yeah, that sounds too sweet. But again, soda's kind of too sweet to begin with, so who knows? Bixby know what I think might have been maybe Google it. Speech to text about my friend today. Yeah, I'm like, what the? I was like, dude, I had a brain aneurysm trying to read that, dude. That's funny. Yeah, I think who was it saying? There's both versions exist. Zaku. And Joel says, one of the OG games that deserve to come back was Spyro. I want to get my kids into it, but the graphics scare them away. Yeah, Joel, do kids get scared away by like older graphics? Because sometimes I'll see like kids that are like, oh, I want to play 8-bit games. But I don't know if that's like their parents like I'm so proud. My kids are playing the games I liked. And then eventually just like, I want to watch Miss Rachel. Or I want the Baby Shark version. You know what I mean? Like, so do kids actually get scared of like retro graphics? So I don't know if they really could tell the difference. I don't have kids, so I wouldn't know. And I was actually saying I want to Google it. Yeah, who's it says they both exist, so you can find it, dude. Oh wait, no, Joel. My favorite game they got announced, Kingdom Hearts 4. I forgot. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm kind of interested to see how they kind of changed the design of Sora to look more like emo anime guy. So I'm curious to see where they take Kingdom Hearts from here. If it's going to be just as good. But yeah. And Brat says, how do you rate Sony over Marshall? Marshall products over here are super expensive in India. Honestly, I wouldn't say Marshall's that much better. Unless you're like playing guitar, Brat, like if you're just for listening, I would just get Sony stuff. Marshall's kind of, yeah, that's more of like a specialty name brand. Specifically for guitars. I wouldn't really worry too much about using something Marshall branded. In my opinion. And Joel says, yeah, lol, my son was going to play OG Resident Evil 4, which looks amazing for a game from 2005. It does, yeah. But he wanted to play the reboot, which is amazing, but I don't know, the feeling of the OG for me was hype. No, I feel that, yeah. Because I think, because we grew up with it, like, our brain fills in the details that the game's trying to convey, but to a kid, like, they're like, why? Like, they don't fill in the same gaps that we do. Because, we had to, like, imagine what it looks like. Whereas now it's like, they see, like, these super hyper-realistic stuff, but then fill in the details from there, so, I don't know. That, and they tend to pick up the pacing and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Whereas back in the day, when we played those games, we had, like, a lot more patience for them. Like, dude, I cannot play Pokemon, like, Fire Red, and not run. I can't play Pokemon, like, Red version, and not do it on ×2 speed, because it's, like, way too slow now. But as a kid, I was like, hell yeah, this is perfect. You know what I mean? So they, like, changed a lot of the pacing and stuff like that, because, like, yeah, it's just different times, man. Different times. Even, like, Earthbound, it's, like, kind of hard to, like, how slow you walk. It's, like, almost annoying. And Joel says, yeah, we're a bit spoiled now. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's trippy is I remember they said when they added running to Pokemon Fire Red, they said they added it because, like, they're like, Americans can't wait. And now it's like, no, nobody can wait. We got Baby Shark now, dude. We got Mr. Beast now, dude. We ain't waiting for nothing. But that's sick, though. I'm glad to hear you're able to enjoy gaming with your kids, Joel. I feel like that's like every gamer parent's dream. Is to enjoy playing video games with your kids. Alright, we're almost done, y'all. We got like 5 left, and then we'll call it. But other than that, what's wild is this is super like a random back to this 2 things I could bring up, which is kind of crazy. The first one is for all my music producer friends watching. Akai is making an MPC now that has like a full-on DAW in it, so it's like no computer needed MPC with the battery and all that. That's like a full-featured like music making device, which is like finally, dude. But yeah, I saw John Wayne make a pretty dope beat with it. They were like sampling in some other like vintage synths. I was like, dude, this is sick. But I'm so used to my workflow now, I don't think I could ever leave FL Studio. And Deadwall says, oh, real quick, it's awesome they have a majority of the games I play and I branch out with them and play Brawl Stars or Roblox. Heck yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Roblox kind of is also for adults, dude. Like, Dress to Impress was a thing. That's cool that you can like even get along with them on their games too, Joel. That's awesome. And Brat says, have you guys tried the SteamOS handheld gaming devices? Yeah. I think Simply Deo has a Steam Deck. I know Zaku has a Steam Deck. So yeah, a lot of us here have them. I don't personally, but I don't know. I have a whole story around me and Valve devices, but they are good though. Like I might try one if I ever had like enough money. I would just give it a shot. So I've always liked handheld gaming more, low-key, for some weird reason. Who is it? Does not have a Steam Deck? Yeah. I think it's, yeah. Dang. You ever consider getting one? Who is it? I think Simply Deo. Oh, Simply Deo doesn't have one. Oh, we talked about the Aim Thor. That's what it was. I know Zaku has one though. Surprisingly. I mean, surprisingly to me. My bad, Zaku. That's like, damn, bro. But yeah. I plan on getting an Aim Thor soon though, although it's not completely Steam, but still. Yeah. And who says, nah, too broke for one? Yeah, I mean, I'm in the exact same boat. Who is it? Too broke for one. So yeah. And Joel says, now that people realize Roblox has been around since 2007. I know exactly, but I was a kid playing it. That's funny. No, yeah, Roblox has been around for a minute. So I remember being like 13 trying to download Roblox on my computer. And I just couldn't get it to load. Like my computer was too slow. The Roblox has been around for a long time. But just like recently became like a thing for real. And Zaku says, yeah, I'm gonna dust off my Steam Deck once that Gundam game comes out. Heck yeah, dude. Subideo says, I'm trying to get the money for it for my birthday. I hope I'm getting enough. Hey, heck yeah, dude. Well, here's well wishes. I'm sending you my power for your birthday. Your birthday's coming up, right? It's like real soon. So remember you said our birthday's not too far from each other. And Joel says, yeah, popped off. Would you recommend a Steam Deck or the Xbox handheld? Oh, I don't know, Joel. I would assume Steam Deck because everyone has a Steam Deck. I've yet to hear anyone say Steam Deck isn't good, but I don't know anyone with an Xbox handheld. You might have to ask around, Joel, or like watch some YouTube videos. But Simply Dale says, yep, next Saturday or next Sunday. Okay, sick. I'll have to let me write that down. I'm gonna call it the Simply Hideo birthday stream. Well, you'll be doing your birthday. Let me not do that, but happy early birthday, dude. On Tuesday, when you, I mean, I'll let you know, yeah. Get off over here. How many do I have left? 2? That's 19 more. I need 3. And Brat says, is SteamOS getting popular? They built it from scratch for gaming? Yeah. It is pretty popular. It's getting pretty popular. I have a bunch of friends who are trying to get into Linux just because of SteamOS. And yeah, people are starting to build their own Steam machines and all that. Zaku says Stream Deck is hackable. I have a shit ton of ROMs on mine. Oh, sick, heck yeah. And Simply Dale says for Steam Deck or Xbox, it comes up with performance and whether you want to do emulation for handhelds. So it depends on what you were emulating, dude. And Simply Dale says I might be back to time for sure. Yeah, dude, enjoy your birthday, man. Don't worry about this stream. But yeah, if you're here, dude, I'll be like, yo. Dun, dun, dun. All right, cool. Yeah, I think we made 75 CDs this whole stream. This is crazy. And also, I'll do my own research on my own end, but I'm leaning towards a handheld device. Yeah, honestly, I've always liked handhelds for gaming. It's just they're not as powerful, but I think handhelds are dope. But I think Steam Deck is probably your safest bet. Because the Xbox One's kind of Xbox is trying to play catch up to Steam. And there's just so much more of a community around the Steam Deck that I bet you'd have an easier time. Okay, but the thing I was gonna say is I watched a video about like how Chipotle got ruined because like Chipotle like was, I don't know, like the whole business of Chipotle is that like I guess like McDonald's wanted to buy them hella bad. And when Chipotle like did good, everyone was like, "What the heck? How did this work out so well?" What's pretty much the funniest thing of this whole story. I watched like a 1 hour video about like the whole history of like Chipotle's business numbers. At some point, the guy who's chief marketing officer, like the CMO, like executive of marketing at Chipotle, dude, tell me why this guy got caught sending he was selling cocaine, dude, out of his New York apartment. I was like, what do you, it's like, bro, you're the CMO, you need more money. Why are you selling drugs, bro? This is crazy. And but what's crazy is that because the CMO was best friends with the CEO, like the guy who made Chipotle, they never fired him. So I'm like, bro, you guys, so they had to like kick out everyone from the company. It's like, bro, you can't be the CMO of Chipotle and sell drugs, bro. What are you doing? It was funny. But and Doc says, send me that. yeah, I got you. I'll send it right now. And then Joel says, yeah, the vibe I was getting about the Xbox One. Yeah, exactly. And Joel says, it's never enough for the corpse, lol, always too greedy. Exactly. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like at that point, it's like, yo, I'm selling drugs for the love of the game, baby. Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, why are you doing this, dog? Yeah, like, it was just the most random thing. I was like, this can't be real life. Alright, I just sent it to you. Wow, and I love hearing little stories like that. It's like, what are you guys doing, man? But I always oscillate between like keeping it real, like, man, like sometimes these like executive people, are they really like, do they really know something that we don't? You know what I mean? About like being mega greedy or just like whatever. And Doctor says, you got your text, thanks. Hell yeah, dude, anytime. Or are they just really like us, just like stupid? Yeah, I don't know. Cause you ever boss? I'm sure if y'all are working, at least when I was like working, sometimes my boss would say the dumbest shit. I'm like, dude, you're dumb, bro. But you know what? He's the boss. Maybe, just benefit of the doubt, maybe he knows something I don't. That's why he made that decision. But it's stuff like this that I read it, I'm like, this guy was the CMO of Chipotle and he was selling cocaine out of his apartment. Like, what was he? There's not a world in which that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like these guys really are dumb, dude. They really are dumb, dude. But yeah, the video is pretty cool though when you watch it, Zaku, because they also go over like, you know, as soon as Chipotle did good, like Qdoba was essentially like McDonald's response to Chipotle, because all the investors in McDonald's were like, we need to make our own Chipotle. And so like Qdoba was supposed to be like a Chipotle competitor. It was called like Baja Fresh, I think Taco Bell owned. That was supposed to be a Chipotle competitor. It's like all these random, I'm like, oh yeah, I did remember that. That place kind of sucked. You know what I mean? And then like, you know how Chipotle was like, we're not shrinking our portions? The video goes into like, yeah, the guy who was the CEO of Chipotle when they started, you know, was trying to pretend like they weren't shrinking the portions. He literally at the last company he worked at, it's exactly what he did. He shrank all the portions and like saved a bunch of money for the investors. So for him to like bold-faced lie on national news was like crazy. So yeah. And Joel makes a good point. It's funny because they're idiots like the rest of us, but they think they are elite. And we think they are. It's kind of, yeah, they think they're genius, yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Because to your point, Joel, it's like, I don't know. I guess as a kid growing up, I never was like, oh my god, like that's so cool. He has so much. I never ever was that kind of person. But you know, it's just like, you know what? There some, I don't know. You would just think like something must have happened where they were smart at some point, right? Now these guys are dumb, dude. They're dumb. They like really fall backwards into these crazy powerful positions. It's really weird. But we're calling it here, y'all. because I'm gonna go make some orange chicken and feed my cats. Thank you for packing 75 CDs with me. We started with like, yeah, it's like all these CDs we did together. So thank you. We gotta make a thumbnail real quick. What's the thumbnail gonna be? I don't know, I'll get a bunch of the CDs. Do a little CD spread. This is the dumbest one I've done yet. All right, cool. But thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for listening to all of our IBS stories. I know we went pretty deep onto talking about nutrition. Hope you don't mind, but yeah, you know, I've been going through it, ain't gonna lie. So shouts out to Shenanigans for helping so much. But yeah, I'll see y'all Tuesday. Happy early birthday, Cynthia Deo. I know it's like not till 7 days from now, but still. Joel 100, thanks for stopping by, Joel. But yeah, I'm gonna start saying bye to everybody. So catch you around, Joel. Catch you around Cynthia Deo. Catch you around Zaku. Let me know what you think of the video, Zaku. Catch you around Who Is It? Who is it? Your mom's so cool. I know, super random. Still thinking about earlier, like, yeah, got like guitar picks and Gutsy Prince. Play sports. But yeah, get you around Sky. No, Sky already left. Bro's already left. So if you're still here, get you around Brat, get you around Marcus, and I think that's everybody. Yeah, cool. We'll catch y'all around. Take it easy. Zach's gonna watch it right now. Sick. Just let me know what you think when you're done. And yeah, see you in the next one. Next one's Tuesday. So we'll be here same time Tuesday, packing orders, hanging out. We got the Disco Holic. Heck yeah. But yeah, I'll catch y'all around, dude. Take it easy. Enjoy your night. All right. Peace. Take it easy.
The overhead bins. Articles have a tendency to shift and move about during the flight.